released
And
by
I
the
agree.
hour.
And I agree
There are
with
files being
50.
released by the hour, you liar. You didn't look at all of them.
And the fact that Trump is named in the majority of them,
Just a liar.
you
You're
don't
just a
find
liar. You're just a liar.
It's like
Bro.
5
There's
million
thousands of
files. The
being
majority
dropped
is an
every hour.
over-exaggeration.
You look through all of them, you liar.
Can we stop
I didn't say I
yelling?
looked through
Can we
all of
stop
them. I didn't
yelling?
say-
Hey, I'm a
Said
mod.
almost
Hey,
all of them.
look, 50, Nick, Red, I'm a mod. Can we stop yelling over each other first?
So I did.
Second.
So
Can
when
he
I
stop
said I looked
lying?
over
Hold
them,
on, Nick.
Can he stop lying?
50, stop. Okay. So, first of all, they is not able to go over 3 million files in 2 days. Nobody is. 50, I agree with that.
Said he did.
But the files that got looked through, and there's plenty, do have some really
What?
terrifying stuff in them. Okay?
I know. You know who Reid Hoffman is?
It's Democrats.
Mr. Plo,
Wait.
well, please wait till you got introduced to
Well,
the panel.
introduce me or
Thank
dump
you.
me because I've been fucking waiting here
we
forever.
found out Chuck Schumer had lunch and dinner with Epstein multiple times since 2013.
You know who Reid Hoffman is?
John Legend, Chrissy Teigen.
Mr. Plo, your age, where you from?
I am 42 and I'm from Wisconsin.
Welcome. And Alcharo, good morning. Welcome
Trump
back.
train, baby.
Good night, good day, good afternoon.
Yes, I know, right? It's good morning here. So y'all didn't sleep. I did. So go ahead.
for me, it's the fact that he was named over 5,300 times in those files, and the fact that no one is calling this man out for what he did with one of
What's
the
the
biggest
context of his mentions? What's the context?
Yeah,
of
what
him
does it
being mentioned?
matter that he was
What's
named?
the context of him being mentioned? Being mentioned doesn't mean he did it.
Gentlemen, y'all
What
have
man
been
is he
asked to
talking
not
about?
over. Hey, hold on.
Hey, I'm going to start muting everybody on this thing. For real, for
Y'all
real.
have been
Stop.
asked to stop
Right.
over talking, and y'all continuously do it. Please control yourselves.
The fact that this man is named 5,300 times in the files related to one of the biggest monsters in U.S. history.
What man?
And the fact that people are still... I'm talking about Mr. E. Mr. E!
Who's Mr. E?
Epstein.
You can't say his fucking name on this!
Yeah, you can.
Serious right now?
Yes,
You can on here.
You can
Nick,
say
you can
Epstein. What are
hear
you talking
Jim
about?
Okay,
Miller.
Epstein. The
There you
fact
go.
that he was named 5,300 times in the files related to Epstein, that doesn't give you pause?
No.
You don't question
Mr.
that?
Epstein was named in the Epstein files? Yeah, we all
No,
agree.
Trump was named in the Epstein files as well.
You didn't
Who
say
cares? For what?
What's the context around him
that.
being
Yeah.
mentioned?
So what
The
was
What if
he named?
context
Epstein?
doesn't-
What if Epstein?
The
what if
context
Epstein
does
really didn't like
matter.
Trump and he called
The
Trump?
context absolutely
Can we
matters.
The way
please-
he was about to say it
Hold
doesn't
on,
matter.
hold on, guys, hold
Can
on.
we
What
please-
if? Hold
You
on.
said
Can
it
we
was about
please
to-
pull
it
up
doesn't matter.
the
What
can
if
we
Epstein?
please?
What if
This is-
Epstein called Trump a piece of shit 5,000 times? Does that mean Trump
That's
did something?
basically what was happening.
Oh, actually, there is
Okay.
stuff that you
I
can
just get
pull up.
muted.
Like
Yeah,
what?
I muted
What
you because
stuff?
you're over talking me steady, and I'm gonna
Pull up
mute your
something
ass
concrete.
too.
You guys understand this was already looked at by multiple FBI administrations, lawyers, judges. The case is closed.
No, the case
No,
is not
it's not
closed.
closed.
Listen,
No,
hold
it
on a
isn't
second.
closed,
The case
sir.
is closed specifically with regards to it going through the judicial process for only Ghislaine, Maxwell, and E, since he was pretty much unalived. Because the story
Okay.
on the street with him.
So that would mean
the
those
story on the
cases are
streets with him is
closed.
that he was going.
Did you guys
Listen,
have a
motherfucker,
panel
shut the
about
fuck up,
Epstein
okay?
during Obama?
Like you guys don't understand
Wait,
how to
hold on.
just
Did
be
you
quiet
have-
for a second. Yeah,
Did you
like
have a
seriously,
panel?
I'm sitting
You
here.
guys
and
get
I'm
100
talking,
words in, we get a
and you people are
statement,
just
and then
over-talking
you guys
people.
just fucking overtalk.
I'm confused.
I'm
Did you
tired
have
of
a
muting
panel
people.
with
Can you
Obama
just
and
can you
Epstein?
just can you just let El Charo finish? Because I'm tired of switching back and forth,
Okay,
muting you
sorry.
guys. Let El Charo finish, and then you
All right.
guys can rebuttal. Thank you.
There's over 3 million files still remaining to be released, which at the end of the day, until we get all those files released, there's still a lot of unknowns right now. However, there is plenty of information that can incriminate. I'm going to say can incriminate
No, it's not.
Trump.
Like what? Like what?
You know, if you interrupt me again, please
Same
drop
goes
me
for
down.
Dude,
you,
get to
Ty.
your
Be
point. You're
quiet.
filibustering here with absolutely nothing.
He's not saying anything. He's just
Mister.
okay.
Be quiet, please. Go ahead, El Charo.
So, one, there was statements that have already been reported that Epstein was going to flip on a lot of people. However, he never got to that point. The reason these files weren't released before because it was an active investigation plus the cases of criminal charges for those two. He got unalived, she got imprisoned, and then now that they're releasing these files, there is Trump and a whole lot of other people that are listed in these files. What y'all should be doing is actually asking for more of this information to come out. Because
why? Because you're the lawyer? Are you an internet lawyer? You understand this has been looked at by multiple administrations of FBI's, actual legal people, and you're just some dude on TikTok.
And there's documentation.
Do you
in
realize
there
that
regarding
multiple
that shit too.
administrations is a part of that? Do you realize that there's multiple administrations that was covering this up for it to go that far?
There's
Do
not
you
a
realize
cover
that?
up.
I mean,
Listen,
hell,
we want them.
Slovakia
It doesn't matter who's
Slovakia
so
is
fucking
we
more
want
boring.
them
investor.
prosecuted.
This is
It
just
doesn't matter what
drama
sides are out
for
there.
idiots
They
on the
need to be
internet.
prosecuted.
You know who's in the Epstein files? Reid Hoffman, confirmed Epstein Island visitor, mentioned 2,600 plus times, top donor to this day to the Democratic Party, to the DNC, state DNCs.
Oh my God.
He's the
Are you
founder of
seriously
LinkedIn.
trying-
This guy is sick, and he's a
Give him the
Democrat.
chair
So is
too.
Trump.
Give him
Another
the chair too.
Democrat
Give all of them the chair.
associated with
it doesn't-
Epstein.
yeah.
Shocker.
Here's
Where's
the
Trump?
thing. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who's it. So it doesn't matter what party they belong to. If they're in there, they're monsters.
Jim Jordan's
Yeah, that's
in
easy
it.
for Democrats to say when he's just the largest
Oh my
donor,
God!
right?
Why are you? No,
Because you want to hang
Why are
Trump
you
on this,
making
and you have
Why are you making
nothing.
this a political issue? It is.
It
not
is a political.
funny
Oh, it's
how
not a
we
political
have-
issue.
we
Give me a
have to share
break.
ignorance
You're lying to yourself
because
if you don't think this is a
Moral-
political
I'm sorry,
issue.
Can I sorry, before, so 50 Tyson and anyone else here who's like pro-Trump, are you guys pro-Nick Fuentes? Because you sound like Roy Perts, are you?
That is the weirdest deflection I've
Hey,
ever
St.
heard.
Liz.
Hey, guys.
Bro, I
Answer
want
that
somebody to answer
question.
my question. I want somebody to answer my question before I answer
50
anybody's
Tyson,
question.
you interrupt our live. Please be quiet.
I didn't interrupt it. You just asked me a
This
question.
is like an
bullshit.
active debate. There's
Okay.
interruptions. Get over it.
So again, this is a moral issue as well as a political one. But you guys seem to be very, very team focused. We don't give a fuck if it's Democrat or Republican. You guys do. This is why your argumentation is always, oh well, look, your team is also on the list. We don't give a fuck. They're
Epstein
not
was a
even on our
Democrat.
team. Democrats.
Oh
Be quiet
my
for a second.
God!
Democrats are literally small c conservatives. We are lefties. You guys don't know anything about politics, but you want this sort of like team rah-rah thing because you think you guys are winning and then therefore you guys can go fuck kids as well. You guys are disgusting human beings.
Only Democrats
We
are
don't
named in these
care
for fucking
about whether-
kids.
Be
The only
quiet,
person
Mr.
fucking
Plow,
kids
Mr.
is your
Plow.
dad. The only person
Mr. Plow,
fucking kids
please
is your
be quiet
dad.
for a second. Mr. 50 Tyson,
God.
please, thank you so
Name a
much.
Republican
You
in
guys
these
talk
files
a
that
lot.
fucked
So
kids.
the whole point, this being, is effectively, do you guys care as to like whether and why Trump is mentioned 5,000 plus times? Why the
Just
little
tell me
girl?
Because
what's the
Epstein was
incriminating
butthurt
mention.
and wanted to go against
Tell
Trump.
me when he. Just tell me what's the incriminating.
Tyson. Thank you so much.
Why is it so hard for
So
you to
you
answer a
guys
question?
don't, Tyson, you guys
Why are there
don't
We do
questions like
filibuster.
8 minutes
We do
long?
filibuster and
You
say
guys-
nothing.
Answer
You guys-
answer a
you guys
question
don't
without
care
taking a
about the
filibuster
kids.
with it.
You guys care about protecting the old white men
Shut
who
up
are
with your
fucking the kids.
soliloquy.
You
I
guys
don't
are
protect
disgusting.
Democrats.
You guys are Tyson, you're a
Go
disgusting
write a
human
play.
being.
Go do Shakespeare if you want to read soliloquies,
I'ma
bro.
drop
You want
you. Like, I'm tired of
I'm
this
telling
shit.
you,
to
Well,
do
when does this
soliloquies, bro?
question
Go act
end?
your-
These are ridiculously
Oh my
long,
God.
stupid filibustering
drop
questions.
his ass.
I'm sorry.
Good. Bye, Tyson.
I
Hey,
can't deal.
Vicky, can you give El Charo some mod powers too, please?
I'm sorry.
need
I
more
can't
mods
deal
'cause
with
there's
any
too
of
many
these
Trump
Trumpers
people in
anymore.
here.
It's just
Yeah, I had to
I'm
come
losing
up.
brain cells.
I had to come up and just like let them know.
And what?
my
Filibuster?
apologies. Just one other
Ask
thing.
a question and then pause.
Done.
Wait, Mr. Plow, just give me a second. I'm going to mute myself after this. This is the
Yeah,
other
right.
thing. When they come up here with the argumentation, Nick, when they were like, oh, you said, oh, all of them are cult leaders. And then Tyson was like, oh, I got him in a semantic, sort of like jujitsu thing. That doesn't matter. Their argumentation is so childish. The fact that you might have mistakenly said all and then they sort of harp on that rather than the overall issue of a fucking insurrection happening. And then on top of that, Trump pardoning all those criminals who then went on and abused kids. Like, you people are stupid. Whoever is still following Trump, with all due respect, you're either stupid or violent, and you want to do the same things that Trump and his
What a
cronies want
great
to do.
argument.
Jesus
Good job,
Christ,
buddy.
your argumentations are
When are you going
childish
to
and
end this?
immature.
When do you actually end?
And what?
You're still
educating
talking.
you on
You're
your,
literally still
educating
talking.
you on your piece of shit mentality.
You're not educating anything. You're giving me an emotional rant.
I'm done now. Go ahead, Mr. Plow. Mr. Plow.
El
I think I
Charo,
remember
you
you.
got mod powers as well now.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Vicky.
You're welcome. But let's introduce the 000, whatever name that is. Your age, where you from? We cannot hear you.
You're very,
Zero,
very
zero.
muffled. Maybe fix your mic. There you go.
Oh,
California.
and your age, sir?
33.
Welcome.
33.
And Utopia, welcome back. Good to have you here. Go ahead, Plow. Plow, plow. Pew, pew, plow, plow.
I don't know. There's nothing to respond there. That's an emotional rant. But everything
I
with
mean,
these
I have a
Epstein
question.
files.
it
Oh my
really
God,
shouldn't- it
Nick,
really shouldn't
shut
be that
up. All right, you don't
difficult.
want to be interrupted. Don't interrupt me. Don't be a hypocrite,
Let me answer one
Democrat.
question real
Put your
quick. Hey, Mr.
.exe
Plow,
in
let
the
me-
corner where you
Mr.
belong.
Plow.
Jesus
Mr. Plow.
Christ.
These
Okay,
MAGAs
I
are
guess
the
I
reason
can't speak.
drink.
Can't speak. Just
Mr.
being
Plow.
interrupted. Typical whiny leftists. Yes,
Yes, you
they're.
can. Go
Plow.
ahead,
It's Mr.
Plow.
Plow's turn for everybody, and then you
Yes.
guys can go
Yeah,
ahead.
thanks. The coolest thing about these Epstein files, the Democrats are getting what they asked for, and we're exposing, which we've already known about, but now we're actually have proof of all the Democrat donors that were in here, like Reid Hoffman, confirmed Epstein Island visitor, a founder of LinkedIn, who's one of the largest donors to Democratic races in the country. Best friends with Epstein, diddled kids with Epstein, and here we go. There's no evidence that Trump was ever on Epstein Island. You guys just think you're going to be these TikTok lawyers getting these files. Again, these files have been looked at by FBI, by lawyers, by judges. The case is closed. You're not going to get any of this. You're not going to try Trump. Trump is not diddling kids. He's not a pedophile, any of that crap. This is political drama for idiots.
So you don't trust
you
the little girls?
don't-
You don't trust the little girls back then who stated as much, saying that like Trump and Epstein abused them. You don't care about all the other adults and women who came forward. Mr. Plow, are you very
They have
very,
no evidence.
very immoral individual? You
Show
do
me the
realize that,
evidence.
right?
Show me the evidence. A statement
Well, what
after
about-
somebody
what-
becomes
what about the
president
witness
is just
statements?
political
Witness statements?
garbage.
Oh, so you're saying because he became president, you're not going to trust the word?
Most of this stuff
women
came
who
out
come
after
forward.
he was president.
Women who come forward through courage and bravery because they understand that they're going against the pathetic elite.
Why
of this
didn't they have
world.
courage and
You
bravery to go to the
you
police department?
You are a man without courage. Here you are
No,
siding
you've
with
got
the
no evidence. It's
billionaires of
clear
this
that you're
world.
emotional.
Mr.
You
Plow,
don't care
you are
about these
side-
victims.
Mr. Plow, you're siding with the billionaires of the world rather than the abused
Wow.
children, 1,200 plus of them. This is very interesting, Mr. Plow. Please continue to speak. Let me ask you one question, Mr. Plow. Are you a
Are
Christian?
you going to shut up after the question?
Mr. Plow, are you a Christian?
I don't use Christianity in my politics
Mr. Plow,
or
are you a
discussions.
Christian?
I
You
don't
have
use
to
that-
It's a yes or
answer
no
this
question.
I will not
Yeah.
answer
You
that
have
question.
to answer.
I do not have to
You
answer
as
anything.
As a Christian, you cannot deny it. Are you a Christian? Yes or no?
I don't answer to idiots of that idiotic
Okay,
question.
so
Let me
you're
ask
an
him a question,
antichrist.
Saintless.
You're
You're an emotional
antichrist
debater.
as-
All you
as
have is
Trump
emotion. Oh, you don't stand
Saintless,
by the
let me-
victims.
let
You
me
know who
ask
doesn't
him a
stand by the
question,
victims?
please.
Democrats. They're using this for political gain. They don't care about the victims
Right,
at all,
so let me
which
ask
were
you-
diddled by
Again, making it about
Democrats.
teams.
And you know they were
El
diddled by
Chapo, can y'all
Democrats.
hear me?
Republicans had
Yeah,
nothing
you
to do
gotta
with this.
speak up a little
Trump
more,
hated
El Charo.
Epstein
Yes,
after
we
he found it
can.
out
Right.
and
Can you
kicked
hear
him
me
out.
now? Mr. Plow,
We can.
I have a question for you, sir. Can you please tell me, was Donald Trump found liable for SA?
Civilly through a kangaroo court from a confirmed liar
So what's
Interesting.
that
another
didn't go to the
synonym for-
police, that brought
What's
this up
another
20 years
synonym?
later. And
What's
you,
another synonym for liable?
in a civil court, how much is he paid? How much of that
What
lawsuit
is
is he
a
paid?
synonym for?
Vicky, what would it take to drop these people?
Hold
Hold
on.
on,
I
Nick.
just
Give me a
have to
dinosaur and I'll
say,
drop myself,
Hold on.
you dumbass, because you can't debate me and you know it. So
I
you have to
just
get
have to
paid to get
say
rid of me?
that
What a
Stop
weak
I
insulting. Hey,
watched
Alyssa.
person
Trump's
you are.
deposition
Alyssa,
in
hold
the
on.
E. Jean Carroll case, and he admits doing it. So why are you saying
He
kangaroo
You
court?
didn't admit
He
anything.
admitted it himself. He
No,
admitted it
no.
himself.
In the E. Jean Carroll deposition, he said, "Yeah, she said she liked it. She said it was sexy."
She said that on CNN to Anderson Cooper.
I know. And she didn't say that. She said most people think it's sexy, but it's not. It's violent. It's disgusting.
She didn't say that
It
on Anderson
hurt
Cooper.
me.
She changed her testimony in court. She did not say that on Anderson Cooper, and I
I
played it
watched
many
it.
times on
Seriously, I'm
TikTok
sorry.
I
for
watched
cult
it.
leaders like yourself.
I'm sorry, Vicky. I have to say something. Vicky, I have to say something.
Okay, Nick,
I
you have to say
apologize,
something.
but I really do have to say this. The
Get
fact that
to the
you are
point.
denying everything that this man has done, the fact that you are denying E. Jean Carroll's story, her testimony, what she has been through with this man. Do you know why she was scared? She was scared because he was at that time a very
Do you
powerful
know her?
businessman. And the fact that you are denying and
Do you know
demeaning
her?
what these people have been through is nothing short of disgusting.
Nick, do you know her?
And I'm ashamed to be an American because of people like you.
Nick, do you know her?
People like you
Nick, you're
who
emotional.
consistently
Mr. Plow,
demean women,
I put you on mute.
put them
Please stay on
down,
mute.
and
This
deny
will be a
what the elites of this world are
4.5 minute call.
doing.
Nick, you're
You
extremely
consistently
Alright,
emotional.
say,
can respond.
"Oh, I'm a
I
liberal,
thought he was done.
so I'm getting in my
Sorry.
feelings." I'm not getting in my feelings. I'm calling it like it is.
Nick,
This
you're
man is a monster, and he should be tried for everything he has ever done.
well, you guys are such fascists that you tried that. You tried to put your leading political opponent
How
in prison
interesting.
for
So do you
136
even know
years.
the meaning?
Nick,
Hold
it's
on,
my
hold on.
We're
turn now,
also
Nick.
trying to put
Hold on,
Clinton
Nick,
in
it's my
prison.
turn.
Mr. Plow,
Yes.
hold on, Mr. Plow.
Nick,
Do you
I
even
thought
know
it was
the
my
meaning of the
turn.
word fascist? Do you even know the meaning of
It's
the word
not my
fascist?
turn.
Nick,
Yeah.
allow him to finish, please.
Yes, I do know what the term fascist, and one of the terms in fascism is authoritarianism. And when you try to jail your leading political opponent on kangaroo political charges for 136 years, that makes you the fascist, Nick, and you supported that. You don't know E. Jane Carroll. She's a whack job. She's nuts, and she's a confirmed liar. What she said on Anderson Cooper was very telling, and then she went to court to try to change it.
I watched.
Oh, I've
I
watched
watched
her.
that.
She's a nutty,
Do you want
nutty
me to
whack
No,
job.
play
please
the
stop.
Anderson
Let him
Cooper video
finish.
for you
Let's
right
play
now?
it.
Because
Let's play it.
Listen, hello. Please
I
let
could
him
probably
finish.
quote it.
You
I could
guys
pull
will
up the
be able
transcript.
to push back when he's done.
E.
You
Jane
done,
Carroll
Mr. Plow?
is a liar.
no, but Trump said he did it.
No, he didn't.
Exactly.
You haven't provided any
He
evidence for
did.
that.
What do you mean I haven't provided? Trump testified. They gave him a deposition and he said he did it.
No, he didn't.
What are you
Yes.
talking
He
about?
said he graped E. Jane Carroll.
He didn't say
Yes.
Are
graped.
you
He
in-
said
Oh.
Are you just like straight up in denial, Mr. Plow?
Denial is
He
a
said
river in
what?
Egypt,
What
and
did he
that-
say?
Can you
Alyssa,
play
please
it,
explain
Alyssa?
to him.
Oh my
Yes,
God,
please-
it'll
please
take me a
play
minute.
it.
You guys argue while I look for it.
So
Okay, thank
you.
here's
So-
see.
Nick,
see,
hold on, because I got cut off before when I was trying to have a conversation with Mr. Plow. So, Mr. Plow, you mean to tell me that in this situation that he's already been found liable, which is synonym for being liable is guilty.
No, it's not a criminal
I'm
case.
just really trying to understand. No, you're right, because of statute of
I
limitations.
know I'm right.
And he didn't want to give up his DNA. Had he given up his DNA, his ass probably be sitting in prison right now. But that's okay. He still got found liable, which
It wasn't a
synonym for
civil
that is
case,
still
dude.
guilty.
It
Sir,
wasn't a
I'm not
civil
done
case.
speaking. Sir, I am not done speaking, and I
I'll
stood
just-
up for you when you were
I'll let
speaking.
you keep
so
lying
please
there, El
be
Chavo.
courteous to me while I'm speaking. Thank you. So when we're looking at it, it's still a synonym, right? And
No.
at the end of the day, what you're doing is you're sitting here and you're defending this individual man that actually doesn't care squat about you.
He
You
does.
have kids? Do you have your own children?
They love Trump. I have 3 children and they love Trump.
That's fine. Okay,
You
great.
have
So
3
you do
children.
have your own children. How would you feel if your child came to you and reported that somebody did some of these disgusting things to them?
We would go to the police department immediately.
Right. So there are files in there, but you know what? These people are hiding those files. And for us up here, we
EJ
don't
and
care
Carol didn't
what
go to the
side of
police
the aisle.
department.
Sir, I wasn't done. It doesn't matter what side of the aisle they're on. We want them all prosecuted. But here's the funny thing, is that it's funny how usually it's men who sit there and make comments like what you just did, not understanding the reason why women don't report it. Because it's exactly what you're doing now. You're sitting there defending something that you have no fucking idea about, but yet, let's see, there's emails, pictures, videos, sworn testimony, witness testimonies, and that's all considered evidence, right?
In a civil trial, not a criminal
if you allow
trial.
time, if you give time to time, and those people get prosecuted, we want them all prosecuted. Not just him. We're talking about every single one of them that are in those files. But now that them files are being released finally, we want it out.
Okay, you're jumping all over the place. Now you're on these files, which is completely different from
That's what
EJ
we
and
started
Carol.
off on.
Sure.
Yeah, stop
But you got your
making
ass
Mr.
kicked on
Plow
EJ and
every
Carol, and now you're back to the
five.
files. I get it.
Well,
Mr. Plow,
no, no,
they're
no.
connected.
So
Are you
I
okay?
The
apologize.
point,
Alyssa,
let me explain this. Hold on, Nick. Just so that you understand. The reason I talked about Carol was to inform you of a behavior and action that was demonstrated.
Yes, by fascist Democrats. I understand.
47.
Yep,
No,
I
man,
understand.
listen,
That's another behavior of
stop.
fascist
Don't be
Democrats
ignorant.
to
Listen,
go
if you
after a
really want to
president
debate and
and try to civilly
conversate,
charge him with defamation and with the
if you
grape
really
of
want to
EJ and
debate and
Carol.
conversate,
Yep,
then
I
do
get
me a
it.
favor. Be courteous to everybody while we're
Dude, you
talking.
just got to
I don't
talk for
like
I have
many
you.
something I'd
minutes,
like to
and
say
then you
after you two
instantly
are done as
interrupted me
well.
while I
I have something
respond.
I'd
I
like
will
to
let
say
you
to
go,
two.
Nick. I don't want to do this back and forth of muting you. I just want you to be
Then stop
courteous.
muting me. I
Just
know
like
when
I
to shut
defended for
up.
you, then be quiet while people are talking.
No, I'm not going to be quiet. I'm going to fight for my time. That's my job.
So here's the question that I have for you.
Mr. Plow, Mr. Plow,
Mr.
no,
Plow.
hold on there.
Hey, I'm gonna put timers on y'all asses.
I don't
if
need a
y'all don't know how
timer.
to act.
No, we're gonna drop you. We're gonna drop you like a sorry ass if you can't
Yes.
do due respect because we have been given everybody
Yeah,
equal
I'm used to getting
opportunity.
dropped because
Stop
Democrats are weak, and I
interrupting,
own
or you
every
will
one of
drop
you.
We
your
are not
next
dropping
interruption.
people, so Mr. Plow, go ahead, but
Don't even
make
mention.
it short.
I mentioned his name once in the book. Once. So you say you were in Bergdorf Goodman. I was coming out of Bergdorf's. Which was a store I heard you liked a lot. It's a posh and cozy. The whole face lights up when you talk about Bergdorf. I was just there today. Okay. I just loved it. So I was coming out and he was coming in. He was standing out and he put his hand like this. So I did not go through the revolving door. He came in. He said, "Hey, you're that advice lady." And I said, "Hey, you're that real estate tycoon." He said, "Come advise me. I want to buy a present." I said, "Oh, for who?" He said, "For a girl." So I was enchanted. It was such a great moment. So how about the handbags? Oh, no, he doesn't want a handbag. Well, how about a hat? So he strolls to that. And had you met him prior to that? Just once, briefly. There's a picture. That's where the photo of with my ex-husband and he with his ex-wife. A very nice. It's a very nice. Which, by the way, he had said he's never even met you previously. Obviously, the picture which we have, tells a different story. So we went to the hats, and he immediately grabbed a fur hat, of course. And I said, "Oh, you can't put a dead animal on your head." And then I found out later, of course, all of his women wear those fur hats. So he asked, I said, "How old is the young lady?" And he said, "How old are you?" And I said, 52. And he said, "You're so old." He said that? Of course. He said, "You're so old." And shortly after that, he said, "I know, lingerie." Or he could have said underwear. And so we went up the escalator. We went to the lingerie department. It was empty. There was nobody there. There was nobody on the whole floor, frankly. I think you go through bathing suits and cruise wear. And the store was not populated at the time. Nobody was there. on the counter. That's going to sound strange, people, that nobody was in the... Because Bergdorf's is the greatest store on the earth. They take care of whatever you want there. If you're thirsty, they'll bring you water. They'll get you whatever. They'll call all over the country to get whatever you want. It was a moment in time. Nobody was there. Plus, a dressing room door was open, which is very unusual because usually they're locked. And the attendant comes and locks it, escorts you in. It's okay. So on the he said lingerie because he said he wanted you to help him pick out some lingerie. Well, it can't because he was not having it with the hats.
What is the point of this?
Okay, so then we went up. He was going to get some lingerie, and I am just like, oh, well, I can dine out forever on this story. We're going to go get lingerie. You say you go up to the lingerie department and no one is around. And there are 2 or 3 boxes on the counter. The fancy, remember the old-fashioned lingerie boxes, and a filmy see-through bodysuit in lilac gray. And he snatches it up and he says, "Go try this on." I said, "You try it on." He said, "No, it looks like it fits you." I said, "It goes with your eyes." He said, "No, go put this on." And Anderson. So at this point, you're saying it's a friendly joshing. I used to be a writer at Saturday Night Live. I see an entire sketch of making Donald Trump put this filmy thing over his pants. That is what I'm thinking. I am not thinking, I was laughing as I said it. He said, well, he went like this. And I walked in stupidly. So for you, this was kind of a New York moment. Like one of those best New, just like the best New York. Donald Trump is going to put on a filmy bodysuit. It's like, I couldn't. So let's go in the dressing room. I thought, I'm going to make him put pants on. Walked in, and the minute I was in there, he shut the door and pushed me up against the wall and banged my head on the wall and kissed me. It was so shocking.
So shocking.
I couldn't.
I'm so
Of course,
shocked.
I started laughing again.
So shocked.
Because you started laughing. Of course.
This is really bad.
Why? Well, why? Of course. Because it was a way of. If it was at all erotic in his part, if a man is laughed at, it usually will make him. And he put his shoulder against me to hold me against the wall.
Oh boy!
And at that point, I realized that I was in a very difficult situation. Did he say anything? No. It was just like,
she had to think about it.
We're going to do this thing. We're just so hot for each other. Why would I even try to think what he was thinking? Anyway, so he pushed me, held me with his shoulder, and I was wearing a coat dress and tights.
Coat dress.
And he pulled down the tights. And so that's what... He pulled it with both hands, with one hand? One. And that was when it turned serious. I realized that this was a fight. And even though I can talk about it now and put words to it, at the time the adrenaline is pouring through me, and all I want to do is How would you describe? What were you? You said you were obviously surprised, fighting. Right. Were you scared? Were you angry? I was too panicked to be scared. Too panicked to be scared. Okay.
What?
You said adrenaline was pumping. I assume it was. Right. Because I got strong enough. He's 6'3". Apparently, I've looked it up. I was about 6'1" in the massive heels I was wearing. And so we were almost even.
Oh my God, this is so stupid.
Down go the tights. And it was against my will. And it hurt. And it was a fight. Right. And this is not a question I would normally ask, and if you don't want to answer, I totally understand.
Right.
But given the prior accusations, which have all been of forms of assault or harassment, you're saying there was actual penetration.
She's nodding. Yes.
Did you? Which puts it into a different category of any of the other women who have come forward. I think that is the definition of rape. One definition. That's the definition. Yes. How long? Brief. brief because when a woman is stamping her feet, that's what you were doing. You started stamping your feet. I always think back and think, that was the stupidest thing I've ever done. I should never have done it. And then I didn't behave. When you say I should have never done it,
No, the stupidest thing you ever did was lie about all of
to go into a
this.
dressing room with a man that I hardly know and have him shut the door and then be unable to stop him. And I was a competitive
And
athlete,
magically,
so
nobody
I
was in the
wasn't like
store, even though
I
it's
didn't
usually busy.
freeze.
Magically, nobody was
rose
there.
to the occasion, and it did not last long. And that's why I don't use the word you just used. I use the word fight. You don't use the word rape. Sexual violence is in every country, in every strata of society. And I just feel that so many women are undergoing sexual violence. Mine was short. I got out. I'm happy now. I'm moving on. And I think of all the women who are enduring constant sexual violence. So this one instant, this one, 3 minutes in this little dressing room, I just
3
saved
minutes?
the fight. That way I'm not the victim.
No, she has
Right?
a time.
I'm not the victim. You don't feel like a victim. I was not thrown on the ground and ravished, which the word rape carries so many sexual connotations. This was not sexual. It hurt. It just, Well, I think most people think of rape it is a violent assault. It is not. I think most people think of rape as being sexy.
Wow.
Let's take a short break. Think of the
You're sexy. I mean, there was a few more there that you missed out on the end. But... So where's the part where Trump said he did it?
I'm sorry. Are you laughing? Like are you really laughing at this?
Hey, Adasha. Good morning.
I didn't laugh. What are you talking
A
about?
little bit louder, love. I couldn't hear you.
So,
I asked him, how the fuck are you going to laugh at something like that?
Well,
yeah.
I didn't laugh, but EJ and Carol was laughing at the end of that.
Not you, him.
On top,
Okay.
what is his name? Or her?
So, come on.
So
like,
where
you
was the
have to
part
be
where
a
Trump
person
said that he did
inside
it?
somewhere.
That's why you played that clip, right?
I played the clip because you said that you know it by heart, and
Yeah.
she said she thought it was sexy. Remember that conversation we had?
No, she says that people
And I
think
said,
grape
no, she
is
doesn't say
sexy.
it's sexy. She says it hurt. And you said
And then
no.
she said this wasn't
And
grape.
I know it by heart. And so
then
I played it for you.
And then the end is crazy
Am I
when
wrong
she
or
says,
right?
"You're fantasizing, Anderson." And he's trying to cut her off, like, "Oh gosh, this chick's nuts."
Trying to
What
talk to
is
you
wrong
right
with
now.
you?
Like, if there's a human in there,
Here's the thing.
like, you
So
heard
just
her
because she's a
say,
human, she's to be believed for whatever she
no,
says?
you're a human.
Yes.
And you need to hear
I've heard
if
it.
she's telling the truth. Tell me how you feel about that. If she's telling the truth.
She's not, and I know that. So
Fuck
that's a
you.
pathological liar
Oh.
who is trying to grift. She promised Rachel Maddow a house in
Why should
France
we
after her
listen to
ruling.
you? Why should we listen to you?
Because I'm
You
an
are not
alternate
worthy to be
voice.
listened to.
I'm
We
an
don't know
alternate
you.
voice
We
of
don't know
fact
you.
to your
It's the
echo
same
chamber.
logic you are saying. Oh,
You-
you don't like being interrupted? We are gonna interrupt you then.
You're already wrong because
all
you
you
told
do is
me she
interrupt.
said it was sexy.
We're
And then
gonna
I played it
interrupt
for
you. We're
you
gonna
and she
interrupt
said
you. That's what you
it
did
hurt.
to others.
Right. I didn't say she thought
I'm
it was
sorry.
sexy.
It's people.
That she
it's
thinks
people like
people
you
think
that make me
rape is
ashamed to be a
sexy. That's a
fucking
weird
American.
thing to say.
It's not
It's
a
a weird thing
thing.
that whatever's coming out from your mouth is weird. You know that? Whatever's coming out of your mouth
Wow,
is
great
illogical.
response. Okay.
Whatever coming out of your mouth is stupid because you're a dumb ass that you eat shit every day.
What's going on?
So if that would
Cool.
have been your
But back
sister,
to the
your mother,
conversation
Mr.
at hand.
Paul.
Okay,
Because
the
we should
conversation at
interrupt you every
hand,
time you talk.
I need to
Sorry, Lisa.
understand. I need you to stop saying she's a liar. And I want you to
Why?
say,
You're calling Trump a
because
rapist,
you
so I'm
don't
going to call
fucking
her a
know.
liar. Oh,
Because you don't know.
I
And you
know.
know Trump's a liar.
No, he is
So
not.
what
It
are
makes
you
no
talking
sense
about?
for Trump to do any of this.
MS13, it's right there on his knuckles. It's not Photoshop, it's tattooed.
It was tattooed. It was a
Are
marijuana
you
Why didn't
symbol
she stop
kidding?
by?
and a skull and everything else was there. But whatever.
Yeah, no,
Let's
he
stick to the
said
moment at hand here.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we know
that's called
Trump's a liar.
labeling. Okay, that's called labeling. No, it makes no sense that he would take this ugly ass woman in a magically empty department store, which is always
Oh
usually
my
busy because
God.
it's the most
You know
amazing
what?
store in town.
You know
but
what?
all of
You
a
know
sudden,
what?
hey,
You know what?
Nick, I know you're interrupting me on purpose because I'm going to tell
sorry.
you the truth. And you have a strategy of doing this because you're disingenuous. It makes no sense
I'm sorry.
that a billionaire
I'm not being
that
disingenuous, but I have
bangs
something to say
hot
to
ass
you.
bees, mostly blondes, would take this
bist ein
52-year-old
Monster.
hag and grape her in a
wünsche dir
dressing room.
nichts
It makes
als das
How
no
many women have you
sense.
raped, Mr.
Du
Plow?
bist so verdammt Gehirn gewaschen.
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
How many women have you raped, Mr. Plow?
Oh, Mr. Plow speaks German. The fuck?
Yeah, no, I
Mr.
forgot
Blau,
most of my
you
German.
don't speak any fucking German. You have no idea what I said. Vicky
1, 2,
probably
3,
knows what
4,
I
5,
said more
6,
than
7,
you
8,
do,
9,
you
10.
Dummkopf.
Dummkopf, that's a
Mutter,
dumbass.
Alter.
I know
Halt die
Dummkopf.
Fresse. Halt die Fresse.
Oh, I found the German for him. Is this the schmatzi for him?
No, it's not. But we
Deine
Nein.
Mutter ist ein Nazi, ey.
Mutter.
Deine Mutter ist ein Nazi.
Nein.
I'll tell you what.
Meine Mutter is Swedish.
But I apologize.
Crazy women also get raped.
Vicky, what would it take? Vicky, what would it take for me to drop Mr. Plow? Because I'm sorry.
Give me a dinosaur and I'll drop myself.
But I don't.
You don't get rewarded for being
But I don't want to hear. But I don't want to
compassionless.
hear what this bastard has to say any longer.
It makes
He is
no
nothing but
sense.
a little Trump boy. He is a little Trump boy. He's been brainwashed by Donald Trump and
Okay.
this right-wing media.
You just got
And that's the
personal
thing.
attacks.
With these
I
Trump
come with
supporters,
facts.
with these Trump supporters,
You
with these
don't
Trump
come with
supporters,
facts.
it's
You
something.
said that she said it was sexy.
I'm sorry.
You said you memorized the whole thing, and then I played it, and what I said
And
she
I've
said
already-
is what she said,
Right.
and what you said she said is not what she said.
Why didn't you
That's
just
what
play
they
that
do,
part
because
instead
the
of
other
the whole
one-
monologue of nothingness? All right.
It's a cognitive
Let's think about
dissonance.
this.
It's a cognitive dissonance with.
Okay,
Just
you have only
everyone. That's
personal
what
attacks.
they always do.
I'm not personally
Oh,
attacking any of
darn,
you.
ey. Halt doch die
Okay,
Fresse, Mann.
let's.
The other one went away or didn't react anymore after I told him that Trump said that he wants to terminate part of the Constitution. Once I showed it, he left. He didn't say anything else. So we have a new guest, NT0025. Your age, where you from?
Hi, Ray. I'm from Lexington, Kentucky.
Welcome. And what would you like to share?
I just want to explain that a lot of people don't understand that, like, when it came to immigration, I think that a lot of people went and did a lot of applications or whatever. And right now, the applications that we're going through for them to get their citizenship has been declined. And they're using those resources to go ahead and get those individuals to go ahead and deport them.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, but how did we go from talking about E. Jean Carroll to fucking immigration?
Because you guys put stop ICE.
Well, because
Yeah,
I
you got the
asked her
banner
what
up
she
there
would
and you-
like us to share. Yes.
Right. You invited a new
Exactly.
guest. You have a banner. Yeah.
Do you
that's
know
all.
how many illegal immigrants Trump made? Just
Oh
over
my
a million, just by changing their status while they were here. He
No, I'm
has
not going to say
made
that. I'm not
more.
even justifying it.
He
Biden
has
and
made
Obama
more
had
undocumented immigrants
have come
than
here the right
Biden
way.
and
he
Obama
has
had multiple
detained.
people that have
If
done it.
Trump,
The
if
only difference with when it came to it is that Trump, when it came involved, he went ahead and like stopped a certain amount that he had to go through, and not only that, but now it's going into our own American country. So beforehand, it was dealt with behind closed doors, and now it's coming to like it's coming against in our own country, in our own state. Like it's coming onto the streets. And the problem is that a lot of people don't understand that there is a protocol that happened during that time, and they went by it. Trump is not going by it. Like Trump is the reason why he's doing what he's doing. He wants to send so many people whatsoever, but he is not going by like there are certain things that a law is citizens, and not only that, but things have to go by step. And he's avoiding all that. He is skipping all that shit, and he's like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna send anybody that I want to send."
but if the day of tomorrow he starts deporting only people that got DUIs or they have pending cases of rape,
And
the
I have to go
Democrats
against
will
you. Like, no, sir, because
the
I worked in a
Democrats
law
will
firm,
still
and I have to go against you. Nope. That
The
has nothing to do
Democrats
with it.
will
He's going
still
against
be.
everybody.
I
Don't
know,
matter
but
if
the day of
whatsoever.
tomorrow, he
You're an
says that he's
American
only going
citizen.
to deport.
He is going to go against you, and
What?
that's the thing that I was like really afraid of, because I am Hispanic, and I was scared because I was just like, okay, so he's got whatever happened, but I was like, and I told my husband this. I said, "So to come to the day that me, myself, and my children, we're American citizen, and we're gonna be in a vehicle, and they're gonna stop me, and that should not happen. That's against the law. I have my own right."
Yeah, you don't have to speak. ICE doesn't just randomly pull people over.
I mean,
what are you talking about?
here's the thing. And I want to make this very clear. With certain Trump supporters, like Mr. Plow, for example, there is a cognitive
Straw man.
dissonance. What I mean when I say there is a cognitive dissonance, even if you put the evidence right in front of them, there's no changing their minds. If you put the evidence right in front of them, they'll just deny it. Deny it. Deny it.
Ad hominem straw man
There's no changing
attacks.
their minds.
Why don't you
there's
actually say
reasoning with these
something real?
Okay, fine. Here's something real. Why do you continuously deny the stuff that your president does and consistently shift the blame to Democrats? Why don't you acknowledge the harm that your party and your president has done? Is it devotion? Is it populism?
More ad hominem
Does he
attacks.
just say what you want
It's
to
not
hear?
real.
Or is
That's
it
not
race?
real. That's just a ad hominem attack.
People are not educated
My
enough to
apologies. I just
understand
need to
what's
interrupt.
happening in the
Mr. Plow with an
background.
8th grade education has more political education than any of you combined.
Sorry, I need to interrupt. If only to say to you guys, you are right, Nick, with the sort of mental and cognitive dissonance. The other thing is, Mr. Plow is not an adult who has 3 kids. He's a 20-year-old, because he talks about like fallacies, like
42.
a destiny sort of debate, bro. Stop talking about these stupid fallacies.
Stop
We're not
lying
debating
about
you.
me.
We are
Stop straw
Mr.
manning
Plow.
me.
We are Mr.
Talk about
Plow,
something
again,
real.
straw manning. This is not a debate.
Do you know what a straw
Mr.
man
Plow.
argument
We are
is?
conversing with a Trumper, a conservative
you
who does
fucking
not
Trumpers are
read
the reason that I'm
information.
drinking wine
So,
right
Mr.
now.
Plow, Mr. Plow, stop talking about these fallacies. This is not a debate, okay? When we debated, that's when we didn't have the information out in hand. We have the information. The very fact that you're here as your job to defend billionaire pedophiles is rather interesting. And the fact that you say you have 3 kids,
You think Trump's a
while at the
pedophile?
same time your job is protecting billionaire pedophiles,
You
really
have no
interesting.
evidence
Again,
Trump's a pedophile.
stop talking about the team focused
I don't
rhetoric.
care
We
that
don't
Trump
give
is a
a fuck
pedophile.
if they're Democrats. We don't give a fuck if they're Republicans.
We're getting
They
to
are
But you
just
do.
bad people.
You're
Why
calling
are you
Trump a
focused on the
pedophile
team
with no
aspect?
evidence.
Most
No,
of
I'm
these
not saying Trump is a
people
pedophile.
here
I don't
are
care.
socialists.
There are people
Jesus.
in our
This guy
city.
is.
We're like,
I mean, you
look
just said
at
a
it
lot
this
of
way.
words that said
There are a
nothing.
bunch of countries that are going against each other, Iran, and like the bunch of shit that we see in social media. It is happening in our country now. It's not a joke anymore.
Deporting
It's
illegal
something that we saw in
criminals
different countries.
is
It's
bad?
happening with the United States
How is it
now.
bad to enforce our border and enforce
No,
our
Okay,
it's
immigration
bad
Mr.
because
laws?
Plow,
people
Mr.
are
Plow,
dying.
Let's talk about
Mr. Plow,
something
let me ask you
real.
this. Let me ask you this. What do you think about the murder of Renee Good and Alex Pretty?
Renee Good hit an ICE officer with her vehicle. She was resisting detainment, and
did
she's
not.
she's an agitator.
Vicky,
she
I'm
got
sorry,
what she
Vicky,
deserved.
Vicky, I have a
Don't.
question
Can I
for you.
Holy cow, Nick!
Vicky, can I ask?
So okay, look.
Wait.
So
May
if
I
they
speak?
got,
Am I
so
not
then,
allowed to
so
answer a
with
single
that being
question?
said, Mr. Plow, with
I
that
didn't
being said,
answer the
so
question.
Charlie Kirk should have ducked, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's right that he then
Wow.
got
Charlie Kirk
rebuked. There
should
you
have
go.
ducked, right?
Why?
Well, see, the difference is you just
What was
ran
he doing that was
misinformation because
illegal?
she did not hit
No,
him
I'm
with a
sorry.
vehicle.
So
What did
okay,
Charlie
she
Kirk
was
doing that was
shot
illegal?
3 times. Let's get that corrected. She was shot 3 times.
Yeah,
This
of
guy
course.
was
That was
seeing
it?
that like we hit him or whatever. You get shot once or twice.
She
No,
hit
it's
an ICE
directed to
officer
her
with her
body
vehicle.
3 times.
No,
She
she
did
did
not
not.
hit him
100%.
with the vehicle.
She
No,
did.
100%
Even if she
not.
did, it
Even
doesn't make any
Trump.
sense. And by the
Okay, a
way,
vehicle
like
is a
how
deadly
is that
weapon.
okay? That
Because
shit
it's
is
a
happening
deadly
in our country,
weapon?
and you're okay.
Because
You're
it's a
okay with people
It's a
fighting
deadly
with each
weapon?
other. We're fighting with
You're
each
very
other
emotional.
multiple
You're very
times.
emotional because you're a partisan hack. But she hit an ICE officer
And
with a
Sorry.
deadly weapon.
Solomon,
May I speak?
let her speak.
I like when you ask me a question and then give me 4 words to respond and then instantly interrupt me. I haven't even got to Axel yet, or what's his name? Axel or Alex.
You
You want to talk about it's so emotional? It's our country.
Now we're just speaking
It's
different
our
languages.
country that we're talking about.
No,
It's also
that's
my
what you
My
do,
country.
Mr.
children that are
Plow.
walking the streets. Do you think I'm okay with it? No.
Well, then tell them not to fight with ICE and they'll be okay. Pretty simple
I
stuff,
don't
guys.
work that way. I will fight to make it right.
Well, if you're
There's
going to
no
fight
reason why
ICE, you're going to probably get
have
unalived.
They have no authority. They have no
They
training.
do.
There's nothing. They're not
do.
police officers. These
They're
are people
law
that are coming
enforcement.
and hired.
They're
They have
federal
no
law
training
enforcement.
whatsoever
They have
compared
lots
to
of
police
training.
officers. That's the reason why police officers are not going to go like they're not backing them up.
If you
Hey,
hit
did
it,
you hear
well,
a
that's
judge
because they're in
ordered them
sanctuary
to all
cities.
wear
Police
body
officers are
cams?
within our states are not backing them up
Because you're in a
they have no
sanctuary
It's
city
like
or
Los
state.
Angeles.
There's
What's
no
going on?
training.
There's
No
lots of
training
training.
whatsoever.
Just because you say that
No
doesn't make
training.
it true. There's
They're
lots of
hiring
training.
people, whatever they
Vicky,
feel, that
können
they
wir
feel
Plow
comfortable
bitte
with it.
weglassen?
So when you hit a law enforcement officer with your vehicle,
No,
it is likely that you're going to get
correct yourself.
pew-pewed
It's
at.
not a law officer. Because
They're
that
law
person
enforcement
that got hit
officers.
had nothing to do with law officer.
Yeah.
This is somebody that was hired without training, nothing
No.
that had to do with ICE.
This
They
was a
hired
long-term
him.
ICE
What
officer.
about Alex?
No
What
training.
did Alex do wrong?
No
he was
training
protesting.
whatsoever.
Yes.
Well, he wasn't. He
Practicing
was
his
not
First Amendment
peacefully
rights.
assembling. So what? We don't have a right to protest, first of all. You have a right to peaceful
what was he
assembly.
doing wrong?
Let me
He was picking up
explain. Holy
how,
cow.
How are you
So
saying
he
that
was
we do not have
picking
a
up
right to protest?
a woman off
Thanks,
the street
Libs.
that ICE agent pushed down. That's what he was doing.
Right, let me explain the
For real.
situation. So
He
instead
was
of saying on the
helping a
side of the
woman.
sidewalk where he belongs, blowing his whistle, which also adds to the chaotic nature of it, he brought a pew-pew. Not only just a pew-pew, a 6-hour with no safety.
We
So
have
then he
a
was,
right
hey
to
Nick,
be
do you
able
know how to
take
be
care of our
quiet?
own neighborhood.
Setz dich auf!
The way we
Setz
want
dich
to,
auf,
As
Nicholas!
much as they have
Plow,
their group
fuck
to go
you.
ahead and stop people.
Can I explain the
and do
Alex
all these
situation, or you're
chaos
just going to interrupt me
whatever,
when you guys hear
we have
facts?
the
You
right
just
to do what
said
we
We
want.
don't
we
need
don't
you
have the
to.
right to protest.
We've
You
heard your
don't.
Are you
side. You've heard our
serious?
You have the
side.
right to peacefully
We don't-
No,
assemble.
we don't.
Protest is not
don't
in the
need to hear you,
Constitution.
Mr.
I might know
Plow.
more than you.
Oh,
I would like to
God.
speak about Alex. So Alex was
No.
in the street like an idiot.
Fuck you.
He
I
was
don't
in
wanna
the
hear
street like an
anything you have
idiot,
to say.
obstructing Border Patrol. And then he
Obstructing
gets in
nothing.
an
He's
argument
doing
with
it.
Border
Everybody
Patrol,
Every
and then he
time.
gets
Goodbye,
maced,
Mr.
and then he
Plow.
pulls on a
Everybody else
woman,
charges him
and then his
down.
pew-pew is
Mr.
exposed.
Plow is
He is
stupid.
disarmed.
Mr. Plow eats
He is
shit for daily
disarmed.
breakfast.
Wow,
You're
I'd
basically
like
telling me
you're
Alex,
obviously interrupting me
an
because I'm telling the
individual out
facts
of
of the
all
situation.
the entire chaos
Can
that's
I-
happened,
Can I say
he
something?
went ahead and protested.
I haven't finished
You're gonna
about
tell
Alex
me you're
yet.
gonna pick him out of everybody else? That doesn't make any sense.
Oh,
It
Yes,
doesn't make
Alyssa,
any
go
sense.
ahead.
Oh, thank you.
oh,
Okay,
thank you.
so here's the thing, Mr. Plow. In every authoritarian takeover, there is hatred of immigrants. There is the message of
Illegal.
us versus them. And the immigrants are going to take over, and they're causing crime, and they're making you poor. Every authoritarian takeover starts that way with the immigration. So you're on board for that part of it.
Wow, you're so smart.
The next thing is
You don't make any sense.
they use
Obama,
all of
Biden,
this
they
stuff.
did their thing. They did it like
Auntie, can you let Alyssa finish, please? Like,
I like how she
I'm
gets
sorry.
to
stop
finish.
interrupting each other.
Yeah, it's
just
awesome.
talking. So then after they get everyone to elect them in a free and fair election, supposedly, then
Are you an election denier?
My God,
Mine
can you
press
shut up?
the
I'm
A.
gonna mute you.
after they hold power, which the Republicans now do, right? They try to change the voting laws because they say the elections are not secure, right? Is that happening right now? With the SAVE Act, is that happening right now?
Alex then showed his pew-pew to ICE or Border Patrol. He was disarmed, and he was still fighting.
He did not.
And then unfortunately his pew-pew was
Stop. I'm trying to tell
discharged.
you something really important about you.
Oh,
He
okay.
did not.
Oh, you're
he
going to
did
talk
not
about
This is
me.
important.
touch.
I like
So
how these
then
ad
they
hominem
start-
attacks and straw mans are your
accusing
only
their
thing
opponents of
against
fraud.
facts.
And attacking their opponents. The Republican caucus sent Nick Shirley and Benny Johnson to go hunt
No,
for
they-
fraud in
no, they
blue
didn't.
states, even though there
Nick
was
Shirley's been
equal
doing
COVID
this for
fraud.
years. That's just a
all 50
complete lie.
states.
That's an absolute complete lie.
What is?
They sent Nick Shirley. Nick Shirley's been going
Go
around
watch
on
the
YouTube
video on
exposing
Fox. Go
Democrats
watch the Fox
forever.
video with Lisa DeMuth, and she says the Republican caucus and I steered Nick Shirley to bring attention to the fraud in Minnesota.
Is
and
it
we
is the fraud a
wanted
lie?
Tim Walz held responsible.
Is
Lisa
the fraud a
DeMuth,
lie? So
Speaker
Nick
of the House of the Republic.
Nick
Yes,
was working
it
with
was
this guy
misleading
named.
and it was debunked.
No, it was not misleading. It's not debunked. You
Okay,
just say that
the
because you're a
fraud-
cult member.
Stop talking.
So why is that daycare no longer
Stop
in
talking.
operation? Why is the Quality Learning Center no longer in operation? I thought it was a legit daycare. I thought it was all just debunked.
Shut up, Blau. Shut up,
Uh-oh.
Blau. Shut up, Blau. Shut up,
What
Blau.
about the
Shut up, Blau.
hundreds of healthcare
So
companies,
it was
transportation
debunked.
services, autism services, translation services, daycares that they had the
It was
receipts for?
debunked. And
Quiet,
No, it
Blau.
wasn't. You
Quiet,
saying
Blau.
that does not
Quiet,
make
Blau.
it fact.
Quiet, Blau. Quiet,
This
Blau.
guy named
Quiet,
David has
Blau.
been watching this for a
Quiet.
decade.
They
I used to
have
live in
fraud
Minneapolis.
propaganda.
The Somali fraud is well known
Just
and
stop
broad.
arguing with me because
It's not
it
an
doesn't
argument.
matter. Just
You have
listen
nothing
to
but
me.
man.
you have nothing but
listen
straw
to
man
me.
arguments and ad
You
hominems.
don't need to win
You're
this.
losing
You
this.
can win. You win. Now listen to me. You're right about everything, Mr. Plow. Everything. You're
Thank
right.
you.
Now listen
Thank
to
you.
me. Just listen. So then they
Why? You don't listen to me.
they
I'm
discredit
instantly
their
interrupted.
opponents. They sent
I
those
haven't
guys
finished
out
my
there
Alex
to search
story
for
yet.
fraud, old COVID fraud that happened in all 50
COVID
states.
fraud?
You can Google it. And especially in Texas, Florida, California, and Illinois, right? Those were like the big ones. And then there were a bunch, there was
Wait till
fraud
they
in
get to
all 50
California.
states during COVID. So they sent everybody out, all their right-wing influencers, to bring attention to this fraud because they want to paint the Democrats as fraudulent and bad ahead of midterms. Now they're questioning the election security ahead of midterms because they're going into an election that they know they won't win, right? And so they're setting you up so that if you don't win the midterms, you all cry fraud. You all believe them and you encourage them to go and fight it and fight, stop the steal again, like Michael Flynn did in 2020. And this is a pattern. Trump tried to do it in 2020. He's going to try to do it at midterms.
There's no
You
facts
are
here.
part of this machine of authoritarian takeover.
Oh.
You need to go and study what happened in Hungary with Viktor
Go and
Orban.
study.
He did the same thing. He got power. He hated immigrants. He told everybody that
All right,
he
let's
could fix
go.
it all.
All right,
He got
I
into
you got
power.
nothing.
He's not
That's
fixing
not what's
it.
happening
He's
here.
putting everyone in detention centers. The kids are being abused in detention centers. They're being
okay,
raped.
that's not what's
They're
happening here.
It is exactly
No,
what's
it's
happening
not.
here.
You know what authoritarianism?
Okay, stop.
You want
You
to
need
know what
You're
fascism
right. It's not
actually is?
happening here.
Do you
Except
want to know what
it
real
happened in
fascism
Hungary.
is in this
It's happening
country?
here, and you are part of
Alyssa,
the wrong side.
you've monologued long
Because
enough.
what is
Be open and educate yourself.
What?
Don't go ahead.
Okay, again, you guys
I'm
have
trying to tell
nothing
you,
but
like,
educate
okay, you
yourself,
see
study
yourself in some
history.
kind of
These are
way,
just like
but
super
be
weak
open about
college
it.
arguments. You're dealing
I
with a
don't even
master
want to
debater,
argue
okay? And an
about
extremely
things that are just
educated one.
true, historically factual.
Right. Okay.
Like
So
it happened
whatever.
in Hungary.
Something happened. So
Trump
something
is
happened
friends with
somewhere. So that
Orban
means it's
and
happening
Putin,
here. Got
and
it.
Orban and Putin
Okay.
are friends, and all of
okay,
those
whatever.
right-wing influencers, including Benny Johnson, were found to be spreading Russian propaganda for money. And what Benny Johnson said? He said he didn't know. He didn't know it was Russian propaganda. Like, you are being tricked, and you
No.
should look into it. Like, just
Okay,
stop
I've
arguing
I've
about
looked
this
into
little
it.
shit and look into it, because
I'm actually talking
if
about
I'm
real
right,
things, and you're talking about ad
if I'm
hominem
right,
attacks.
and America is in the middle of an authoritarian takeover, do you want that?
No, that's
Can I
why I
just say
voted for
something?
Trump, the anti-fascist candidate in the race, because the Democrats are so authoritarian, as you say. They were trying to jail their leading political opponent in prison for 136 years. That's what you own as Democrats. You are the fascists. This fraud
I'm
is
sorry.
real,
Mr.
and it's
Plow, Mr. Plow, I have
widespread.
something I want
And Nick's
to say.
doing the
Let him
game
finish
again where he
too. Let him
instantly
finish.
interrupts
Let
me
him get
when
his
it's my
point
turn to
across.
speak, because he is also a fascist from Germany, a socialist fascist. The blood runs deep, and I I can play the history game too with you
Socialist
little liberals
fascist.
from college.
What a stupid term.
So,
Damn.
Mr. Plow, I have something.
I agree with
I
you
have something I want to say to
that
you.
trying to jail your opponents and investigate your opponents is fascist. I totally agree with you. And like Trump trying to sue every news station and kicking everybody out except One
Heck
American
yeah.
News and having only government propaganda and
No,
right-wing
that's what the
influencers in the
Democrats
press
did. They put the
Oval
FBI into
Office and the
Twitter.
press
mi nombre
They
thing.
put the
Like
FBI into
this
Twitter
is
and
Which,
kicked
mind you,
Trump
it's
off
proper
of
for
Twitter
it.
and
textbook authoritarian
Facebook.
takeover. And I don't want to argue about Renee Good. I want you to look into it because you're being tricked and you should look
Oh,
into it. Just
okay, I'm
look
being
into it.
tricked,
Just say,
right?
what did Viktor Orban do to take in his authoritarian takeover of Hungary? Just do a Google search.
Sure, that's meaningless. So
So,
you
Mr.
know
Plow,
when the
Mr. Plow,
when the
I have
Democrats
something.
put the FBI into Twitter and Facebook and then kicked
Just
Trump
do
off
it
of
and then
both of
come
those
Thank you,
back to
platforms?
me
Alyssa.
and
That's
tell
pretty
me if
fascist,
I'm
don't you
the one
think?
doing an authoritarian
Isn't that pretty
takeover or
fascist?
if you are.
When you take the president's
I have
speech
Zero
away, that's
zero
kind of
is
something.
fascist
Thank
next.
and
you, Alyssa.
kind of seems
You
like
said that
Is
really
an
well.
nobody
inside
Hispanic
thing.
here?
Can I speak after 00, please?
Is nobody Hispanic here?
NT is. She's
All
Latina.
right. All right.
I am.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Aren't you guys scared to become minority?
Am I scared for it?
Who is?
The rest of you white
Right now,
folks and
whatever is going on, yes.
minorities, you guys white folks, Arabs, and us Latinos taking over.
I'm not
He
scared.
been quiet this whole time.
I don't want to say that
believe
we're gonna take over it.
We are gonna take over. Easy as that.
It does not matter what color skin people have. It
That's what I was about to say.
matters
Alright.
who
It
holds
doesn't
the
matter
power. Do you
of
remember
what it's
South
taking over,
Africa?
like immigration.
Do you
All
remember?
right, are you
do you
like a
remember
history
apartheid?
teacher or
America
something?
Gets
was
it.
used for immigration from history and
They're not
going on
getting
to the
taken
future.
over.
So immigration was
How Plow,
like
you get it?
known for America. So I don't want to say like I don't want to agree with you and tell you like, okay, we're gonna take over. Like that's not what I want to do. No.
Plow gets it.
Also, Mr. Plow, I have something I would like to say to you.
It's such a stupid
Oh,
idea.
Da Vinci
Just
man.
say it. You don't need my
let me ask you a
permission to
question.
speak.
Let me
I'm
ask
not a
you question.
fascist
Let me ask you a
Democrat.
question, Mr. Plow. Are you familiar, Mr. Plow? Are you familiar with the word? Are you familiar with the German priest Martin Niemöller?
No, don't care.
So Martin
care.
Niemöller was a German Lutheran.
Talk about 2026 America. Don't care.
Could you please allow me to finish?
Sure,
Thank
if
you.
this has an actual point, go
Martin
ahead.
Niemöller was a German Lutheran priest who was unalived by the Nazis during World War II. He's
Okay.
actually known very famously for a poem called First They Came, and I will read it to you because I feel that this is something that
Can't we
you
talk
need
about
to
something
learn.
real?
And please don't interrupt.
Is this like a
Please don't
a
interrupt. I
history
have kept
lesson
my tongue.
debate?
Please.
I mean, you got
Please allow me
stop
to
ice
finish.
up there. What does that have to do with ice?
Everybody had their
It's a
time.
really
Support
short
the
poem.
illegals.
Just let him
allow me
let him
to
speak.
let
Please
Nick do
allow
it.
me to finish, Mr.
Just let him
Plow.
speak.
Oh, you get to finish, but I don't get to finish on your face.
First, they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out
Mm-hmm.
because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist.
Cool.
Then they came for the Jews, and I did
I
not
didn't
speak
speak
out
up because
I was not a
Jewish.
Jew.
Right, I've heard
Then they
this.
came for
Yeah,
me,
everybody's heard this.
and there was no one left to speak for me.
Yeah,
Do you
obviously I've heard
understand
that.
the meaning of that poem, Mr. Plow? Do you understand
Yeah,
the meaning?
you
of
know
what
who
Martin
did all
Niemöller
that
was trying to
stuff?
say?
Socialists. Socialists
Martin
did that.
Niemöller.
What's
Leftist
wrong with
socialists did
socialists?
that.
Mr. Plow, you don't.
What's wrong with
Mr. Plow, you're
socialists?
not
They become
understanding-
schmazzies.
Mr. Plow, you're not.
The
You know the
fuck?
schmazzies were like socialists, right?
You became the biggest Nazi here.
That's a
since
No.
he is
misnomer. They
freaking
called
No, it's
themselves
not.
the
What the fuck
Socialist
is wrong
Party.
They
with
took
you
over
today?
all
Because they
means of
wanted to
production
gain
and all
power, but they were
industry.
never
Stop,
socialists.
Hold on.
They started a car
Hold on.
company
Mr. Plow,
called
They were
Volkswagen, the
authority.
people's
Mr. Plow,
vehicle.
do you not,
Very
Mr. Plow,
socialist.
you don't understand what it is I'm saying to you. Do you understand what it is I'm trying to tell you?
Yeah, that Schmatzism
don't,
is bad and
James.
socialism is bad. Thank you for
No,
reminding me.
listen. No, listen.
No.
No, Martin. No,
And
Martin.
I'm
Listen to
speaking
me.
out
Martin,
against it
I think
every
you have to
day.
repeat his poem because
No,
you're
no,
not
no.
understanding
Martin,
what he was
listen.
saying.
Martin,
You understand the
Had
listen.
Schmatzis
nothing
were
to do with
socialists,
Nazi
right?
whatsoever.
Martin.
No, they weren't
Martin.
socialists. Just
I didn't
Google
say
it.
that.
Martin, listen
Just
to
I don't
me.
need to
Google
Google it.
were the
Okay,
Nazi
Google wasn't
socialists. Just
around
do
when I
one
learned
fucking
this.
Google search and we'll
I'm
sort this out.
42. I don't need
Martin,
Google to know to tell me how to think.
Mr. Plow,
Yeah,
the
you
first
obviously
political
do.
group, Mr. Plow, the first political group that the Schmatzis unalived were the communists and socialists. So the issue is always, do you think that the North Korea is a republic democrat? Do you think that's what's happening? That just because the most awful of people name themselves something on the left that they are that, unless they were anti-capital, and they weren't,
Yeah.
because the Schmatzis literally gave capitalists all the goddamn industries. Do you think a socialist would do that? That's antithetical to socialism.
So
now, Mr. Plow, I
socialism
understand
is
that you're
controlling the
20
means of
Mr.
production,
Plow,
right?
Mr. Plow, Mr.
You're
Plow,
still talking.
you
I
are
get
a
it.
Red Scare Mr. Plow, you
No,
have
you're
been
just gonna keep
educated by the
talking.
CIA into Red Scare propaganda.
How did you
so
know?
Much so
Oh my God,
that
how'd you find
think
out?
Schmatzism is socialism. If anything, you are a
It
success
was.
story for what Americanism is and the education system. Congratulations, Mr. Plow. Nick, continue on, please.
So socialism is
Plow,
taking
you
over
don't
the means of
Mr. Plow,
oh,
hold
I
on,
don't
hold
get to
on.
speak.
Do
I love that from
you obviously don't
you're the
realize what Herr
fascists.
And the
Niemöller was
one.
trying to
I
This is
say.
the
found the
one that
fascists,
a
Vicky,
lot
Vicky,
of
did
people
you?
they speak
Vicky,
German.
Did
Shocker.
Vicky, you probably understand that poem as well. Did they teach you that poem in Germany?
Everybody's heard
Yes,
that
they
poem,
do. They do.
dumbass.
Mr. Plow, the main message of what Herr
Oh, a
Niemöller
poem
was
has a
attempting to
message,
say
and I must learn
was
from
that
you,
you
the
may not think it
fascists.
will happen to you,
Right.
but if you don't speak out against oppression,
Mm-hmm.
there will be someone who comes for you, and then don't be surprised when someone attempts to take you and there's no one to speak in your defense. Silence is complicity, Mr. Plow.
Yeah, that's why I've been speaking out about it for decades. And I went and ran for office, and I won twice to
And it's
defeat
not just
socialist
you,
asses
it's your
like
loved
you.
ones. It's your friend.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Vicky, but I can't take this man's ignorance any longer.
Then leave, Nick.
Like, I don't know if
Take
he's
your
being,
fascist
like,
ass
I don't
out
know
of
if he's
here.
being.
I'm gonna deport
Sir,
you
I'm
back
not a
to Germany
fascist.
where you
I
belong.
voted for, sir, I voted. Sir, I
Unnecessary
voted for Miss
comments
Harris.
unwanted.
You
So-
voted
so
for
Mr.
Miss
Plow,
Harris.
first of all-
Shocker.
Unnecessary
So, Mr.
comments
Plow, so Mr.
unwanted.
Plow,
The loser.
Dasha,
okay.
go ahead. I cannot hear you,
Hold on.
Dasha.
He just said he ran for office twice and won.
Hell yeah, undefeated election champion, baby, Mr. Plow.
What
Really?
election? What
What
election did you
election
run
did
in,
you
Mr.
win?
Plow?
I represented 40,000 people in Wisconsin.
Oh my God! Really?
Oh hell yeah,
No.
baby! Swore an oath to two
No,
constitutions.
really? Okay, okay.
The federal
what's, okay,
constitution
what's the name
in the
of your
state of
campaign?
Wisconsin's.
What's the name? What's the name of your campaign?
Defeating
what
fascist
district did you
assholes
run
like
in?
Nick.exe.
Oh my God! See,
He's not gonna.
I have
This is a
a
great
feeling-
campaign
I have
name.
a feeling
He's
this
not
is-
gonna tell you
Hey
guys.
guys, can somebody
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you my
read
name.
the
Right, okay. I'm
definition
gonna tell some fascists
of-
my name. Good luck.
Can someone just Google were the Nazis socialists for Mr. Plow?
Okay,
So
fine. Then
controlling the means of
Nazis-
production
so
is
the
socialism,
Nazis,
right? So the Nazis
No.
took over
Nazis
all
were-
industry, and they even created a
No.
car
Okay,
company called Volkswagen,
So first
right?
of all,
That's pure
so first of all,
socialism.
sir, the Nazis
Nick,
were a
Why do you
far
interrupt
right-
me all the
so the
time?
Nazis
Is there a
were
reason why you do that? Why you
No,
talk over me all the
Plow,
time? It's just
please,
like your
Plow,
tactic.
please
Because
shut
you're
up.
such a
I'm
weak
attempting to
debater,
answer
Nick. You
someone
just can't.
else's
I mean, I allow
question.
you to speak.
I'm
I shut up
attempting-
for a
I'm
while, but you don't know how to
attempting-
shut
I'm
up.
attempting to
Apparently,
answer her
look, you're
question.
just talking over me.
I'm
I can do this
attempting
all
to
day
answer
because I'm
her
a trained
question.
politician.
Please
I've
be
been doing this
quiet.
for years,
Sir,
dude.
sir,
Studying politics
please,
for 30
please,
years, man.
shush,
I even got paid to
shush,
do this for a little
shush.
bit. I run fucking
Mr.
dozens
Plow,
of candidates
Mr.
to
Plow,
this day
please
and have
be
an
quiet.
88% success rate
Please
in
be
my
quiet.
county of winning elections.
Plow,
For
Mr.
other
Plow,
candidates,
please be
100%
quiet.
for my own candidacy. Yeah. Oh, I
Mr.
must
Plow,
be muted
please
by the
be quiet.
fascists.
I'm gonna leave this to him. He can talk. That's for sure.
Hell
I'm
yeah, baby. I
attempting-
can
I'm
talk for
attempting to
hours
answer
just
her
like this
question.
because I'm
I'm
an
attempting to
undefeated
answer her
election
question.
champion. I've been
So,
brainwashed by
the
talk radio
Nazis-
since I was the age of 12.
So
And
the
this guy
Nazis
voted for
were
Miss
a
Harris,
far
the biggest
right-
loser ever.
You just keep talking. Can you let everybody
So the
else talk?
Nazis.
I wanna hear
so
Nick.
the Nazis were a far right totalitarian ideology associated with Hitler, and during the rise to power of Hitler, it was frequently recalled Hitlerism. It is a form of fascism with emphasis on pseudoscientific theories of a racial hierarchy identifying ethnic Germans as a part of an alleged Nordic Aryan master race.
Yeah, then when did all the socialism stuff start? What happened with all the socialism stuff?
It advocates for.
But what about all the
dictatorship,
socialist stuff, Nick?
Anti-Semitism.
Nick, what happened with all the actual
anti-communism,
socialist stuff?
Anti-Slavism.
They
Nick,
weren't
you don't really want to
socialists.
touch this because you're too stupid.
It's a misnomer. They
It's
weren't
not a
socialists. They
misnomer.
called
Actions
themselves
are
that
actions.
because they
Google-
wanted the
Mr.
people's support.
Mr. Plow, Mr.
Right,
Plow,
Democrats
you do realize,
don't
Mr.
like
Plow,
this,
you
and
do realize,
they
Mr.
change
Plow,
history
you
all the
do
time.
realize that
It's not true.
socialists-
Just do a.
Mr.
So
Mr.
why
Plow,
did they
Mr.
have their
Plow,
own car
you
company?
do
so much.
Mr. Plow, you
Mr.
do.
Why did they
Plow, go
take
ahead,
over
say it.
all industry?
Mr. Plow, you do
Why
realize.
can't you
Mr. Plow,
listen?
you do.
Why aren't you
realize-
answering my
Mr. Plow,
questions
you do
about the
realize
actual
that
socialist stuff that I
socialists-
know about?
I did.
Mr.
There
Plow,
was
you
no
do re-
socialism in the Nazi Party.
Then
It
what
was
is
not a
Volkswagen?
socialist movement.
What is Volkswagen?
You know what
then?
was a socialist
What's
movement? In America,
Volkswagen?
the New Deal.
What's
the New Deal had some
Volkswagen?
socialist aspects
Does
to it, and it
Volkswagen
got
still
people
not
out of the
exist?
depression.
The people's car never
I'm sorry, did
existed?
you say-
The actual socialism never
I'm sorry,
existed?
so-
We're just going to talk
So,
over
hold on,
Mr.
so-
Plow.
So hold on, Mr. Plow, hold on. So are you seriously trying
Volkswagen.
to say? Are you seriously trying to say that Volkswagen is a Are you seriously trying to use a fucking car brand to?
It's not a
justify
car
your argument
brand.
That socialism
It's not a
doesn't
car
exist?
brand. It's an industry. It was one of many industries that the socialists of the Nazis took over or started. Okay?
Okay,
They controlled
Mr.
all
okay,
means
Mr.
of
okay,
production.
Mr. Plow, hold on. So if so,
You mean
if
like
the- so if
Trump
the
taking
Nazis-
over the
so
Kennedy
Mr.
Center and the
so Mr. Plow-
news?
Trump hasn't taken over the news.
So Mr.
What-
Plow, if the
what are you talking
Mr. Plow,
Not to
Mr. Plow,
mention
is
they had like guns
Mr.
and
Plow,
all that
if the
stuff.
Nazis,
But
so Mr. Plow,
now
if the
that
Nazis
everybody's
were
protesting,
socialists,
you're
They
not
were
allowed to have
socialists.
guns. But during that
Mr. Plow-
time, you could have guns, and it was okay. But now you can't, which is
so Mr. Plow-
weird. That's all I have to say. It's very weird that when it came to capitalism, you guys broke into it and everything with guns and everything loaded. And now that
Who
people are protesting,
broke
they
in
have
with a
guns
gun?
in their arms or whatever. They're not pulling it out.
Who
They don't
broke in with
show
a
it in front of
gun?
you, but they're going ahead and they're like getting
Hmm.
like attacked about it.
Wow. Okay. Cool.
Weird.
Cool story, bro.
No. It's cool. It's cool. It's
Yeah.
okay that you guys could go to the White House and go ahead and like go attack our place that we have history of it.
It's their
White
place,
House and all that
too.
stuff and go into it with guns loaded. You have big guns and it's in
Well,
front of
an
your
unloaded gun
it's
would
like
not
in
be
front
a
of your
good gun to
face, in
have
front
on
of
you.
your chest, and it's okay. We
Who had
can't
a-
go to attack
who
you.
did that?
We could not
Wait.
go ahead and
Who
like
broke in with a gun?
shoot
Did any
you or
mods
do
see
anything
that
wrong.
James is trying
But
to come
now
up?
that somebody has a gun on their side, oh my God, we can't do that. They're over there protesting. We can't do that. Oh, we're against it.
No, he got in a border
don't
patrol
make no
fight.
sense. You have no
Alex
idea
got in a border
what the
patrol
difference
fight,
is.
and then the week
That's the
earlier he
problem.
spit on an
You
ICE
have
agent and kicked out his
differences when it
taillight.
comes to it.
Guy's a bad
Hold on a
dude. You
second.
guys defend
Vicky, can you do me
criminals
a
all the
favor?
time.
Yes.
Why-
Vicky, could you do me a
Defending
favor
criminals is
and,
not a good look
Yes.
for the
I
Democrats.
want
It's
to
We
weird.
defend
please
criminals.
download.
Yeah, absolutely.
Stop.
You defend illegal
Will you
aliens,
please
and now you're
download
defending
this
people like Renee No Good
and
and
send
Alex
it to
Asshole.
me? We can do a Dropbox because it's either got to be Baron, Dune, Polk, Douglas, or Paris. I will tell you about it
Go
here
ice,
in a
go
little
ice,
bit
go
of why I
ice,
need
go
this.
ice.
Okay.
35 King likes ice. I like ice too. I'm with 35 King. Love it.
Hey, Mr.
Dasha was
Plow.
speaking like you have an
Mr.
issue.
Plow.
I
Mr.
think
Plow?
that
That's
Really?
my
He has
name.
big
My
issues.
you just
name
need to
again is
do
Mr.
a
Plow.
little bit of research
He
I
wants
need
it
to do
because
research. Wow, I've never heard that before.
Adasha was
Are
talking,
you guys still in
guys.
college? What a stupid debate term. You need to do more research.
Can you please let Adasha
I'm so
finish?
smart. I need to do more
Excuse me,
research. I know better.
Mister,
I'm an
you're
elitist.
probably too
I'm a
small to
liberal.
plow any
I'm a liberal
motherfucking
white
thing.
female. You should do more
You
research.
cannot have
How
a
many times have
debate
been you?
because
How
you
many times
cannot
have you been
allow
elected?
anyone else to
Alyssa,
speak.
you've been elected never. Alyssa, you've never been elected.
Oh my
You're a
God.
nobody. You're an absolute
Oh, Oh,
We have a new
nobody.
guest, Mr. Plow. Can you
You
shut up, Mr. Plow? We have a new guest.
you are completely embarrassing yourself. Please stop.
My audience loves me.
You don't have no audience.
Little do you know. All right,
You
who's our
only
new
have
guest? Let's
Plow
introduce. Let's
never
go,
got
new
a hug in
guest.
his life.
You only have
James,
63
you're welcome.
followers.
I'm confused. Hey, James, how you doing?
Good. I see you
Good.
going with another
you're dealing with another chuckle fuck turnip.
Yes.
I have one question for Mr. Plow. Who do the neo-Nazis in the US currently support? Who are emboldened by Donald Trump? Where are the Nazis at right now? They've been gone since like 45, dude. We defeated their asses. They're socialist asses. Neo-Nazis. Neo-Nazis, which have the same ideology as the Nazis, right? Oh. They openly support Donald Trump. Okay. Yeah, and the KKK supports Democrats. So tell me how they're socialist. The Nazis were socialists, dude. They controlled the means of production. That's literally the definition of socialism.
He didn't pay attention in school. What the fuck?
It's literally the definition
And
of
what do
socialism.
authoritarians control?
You guys should do your research. Lots of airspace right now. Mr. Plow wins again. So yeah, the Nazis were socialist. So yeah, the Nazis were
my question.
And Mr. Plow got deported because I'm tired of your freaking dumbass.
So you don't dump
I wanted
people.
him to answer what authoritarians control. He doesn't get it. And I wish he would just do an internet search because it's so easy to figure out that Nazis weren't socialists.
But they were. Yeah, and every time I brought up the examples, you talked over me. Got a tic-tac-D. Somebody's sleeping. And he feels all manly getting in boxes. Somebody literally trying to demean people while he thinks he's intelligent when he isn't. He's got the mental capacity of a turnip.
No, Alyssa, don't feel bad because look what he says in the chat. Mr. Plow wins again. This is the thing. It's
I know, but he's not winning. He's not winning. He's on the wrong side and he doesn't know it.
No, he knows it, but this is the thing. He's a white man who thinks he's protected by the white supremacist state and systems. The thing of it is, he's right. He might be the last one ever unalived, but that's okay. Some people like him and many others would rather rule over the ashes than share the world. And I just want to say one other thing. Again, what he said in the chat, Mr. Plow wins again. His job is to get kicked off of these places because he is paid like Zionists are paid $7,000, for each, video that they have. This guy is paid by conservatives and the Republican base to come onto TikTok to effectively disrupt these sort of conversations. He wins by being kicked off. He does not really do something with the world. He is not a Wisconsin politician. And again, I just want you to understand this. He's a Nazi. He has an account that had 60 people. He's not even on his own main account. These people are cowards. And the way that he speaks, everything that he did reminds me of when I go onto Nazi panels when it's me versus 8 of them. He is the same. His only saving grace is, I got kicked off. And he said one other thing. He said, little do you know how many people, follow me. He's right. He's probably a very big...
That is very
he's
scary.
a big...
That there's multiple people like him not being educated. Go ahead and just speak your mind. Make no sense.
What makes me feel bad for him is that I believe that he truly has a misunderstanding of what socialism is, what authoritarianism is. And I think that if he would educate himself, he would know. And he's like, what? He's unable to just do a simple Google search. Was the Nazi Party socialist? How hard is that? But he will never do it because Trump tells him he can't be educated and be loved.
You kept saying can I just make a quick correction to Saintless? Because I think he missed out the one word. He's a mediocre white man. Right? That's true. He's not just a white man.
I'm a mediocre white woman, and I read a lot, and it helps me not be confused like that. And it makes me sad that these people got so roped in of exactly what they don't
Plow's
want.
back. Hey, listen, when you gonna say something with substance?
Mr. Plow, where your wife at to do your laundry?
Oh,
Where your wife at, Mr. Plow?
I help my wife, but I'm looking for a new help, and I think I found Alyssa to help us. She seems completely clueless and really good at laundry.
I love that you keep coming on and just keep
Hey,
trying.
Mr.
I was
Plow,
invited.
How long?
I
how
was
long was you in
invited.
How long was you in service and overseas?
What? I have not
How
served
long were you?
overseas.
Not at all. Why do you speak so good German?
Because my family is German. I took German in high school, and then I went to Bulgaria and had to speak German to save my life.
Oh, so your family.
But I forget most of my German. Just because I know a few words does not mean I know it at all.
So when you talk about German, does your family have history with him, like taking you back to German and like
So your
kind of
mom
give
and your
you the
dad is
input of your
Nazis?
history of how you guys went from German to America? And like
Yeah, what was your grandfather doing? What was your grandfather doing in the 30s and 40s in Germany, Mr. Plow? Mr. Plow, that's my name.
My name again is
I
Mr.
really want to
Plow.
know this, Mr. Plow. So you want to talk about Germany, like you're German. One of the
Yep.
things I told my
I'm part
husband, because
German.
he's German and Indian and all that stuff, and the difference between me and him is that
Mhm.
I have a history. I'm able to go ahead and go back to like where my heritage came from. And one thing that I told him, like the difference between me and you is that your ancestors did not make sure that you were able to have, credibility of where you came from and show you from your ancestors and where you guys came from a different country. And so that's one of the things I told my husband about. So I want to understand, like, so you came from where? Do you know the ancestors that you came from?
I was born in Wisconsin in 1983, and that's all that really matters to me.
Okay, so your family never took the initiative to be like, you know what, our culture is very, very important, German. So I want to make sure that I want you and our grandchildren to understand that we're from German, and it took you from back in your own country in German to be able to understand, like, hey, we came from here, but we're immigrants in the United States, to make you understand that you have a history behind that. So your ancestors never taught you that.
I don't know. Let me speak. Let's see. I'm German, Swedish, and English for the most part. So I'm a mutt.
Damn,
but
so
I'm
your
from
parents
Wisconsin.
probably came over here
there's a
after
lot.
Nazis fleeing back then in Germany after the war, so they wouldn't get killed. Or their grandparents. Something like that probably happened to your family.
Well, I'm not going to assume that.
Holy
I'm saying,
cow,
do
let me
you know
speak.
what happened
My
with your
German side was
ancestors?
here pre-World War One.
Okay.
Okay.
And so how
they
were
didn't flee
your
anything.
ancestors came
They
and
just
interact
fled the
with
shithole of
America,
Europe is what
United
they
States?
fled.
How did that happen?
Holy cow, I'm answering a question and you're speaking over me, so you're going to have to ask it
No,
again.
this is facts. Like, I could go ahead and talk about myself, but I'm going to go ahead and I
Why?
want to
Yourself is from America, right? What does it matter where my ancestry came from
because
100
we
plus
live in the
years
United
ago?
States, which is grown within
Yeah.
immigration. So therefore, that when you came to the
Settlers.
United States, you're an immigrant. Your ancestors are immigrants.
No, I was born in
Just
Wisconsin.
my family was
I'm
an
a
immigrant.
citizen.
So
No, I'm a
where is
citizen.
your history behind that? Do
His
you know about it?
ancestors was colonizers. That's what his ancestors
Settlers.
was.
Probably settlers.
I want to
but
know
sure.
your history of it.
I don't really care.
We're
It's
immigrants.
not
We're
for
all
discussion.
immigrants. We came to the
No, we're
United States.
not.
We're all immigrants. We
No,
have a
we're
history
not.
behind it.
I was
Will
born
your
in this
family
country.
be able, since you're so into like, I want to do American this and da da da, you have to have a history, ancestors that built this. So I want to
No,
know
I built
your
this country.
background about it.
I
How
built
is it
this
that you
country.
came into the United States?
See,
Do
look,
you
a lot of
know?
white people
Well,
in
we're
America,
a society of
a lot of
settlers,
real
first
white
of
people
all.
in America
You
are
don't. Then why do you
colonizers,
speak and
and they
have
can't really
immigration in the
talk on
United
their
States?
ancestry. They don't really have history they can talk
I
about.
know my
That's why they
ancestry,
got
but
to
it's
delete
pointless for a
That's
political
why they have to
discussion.
delete everybody else's history because they
I'm not
don't
trying to
have
delete anybody's history
history.
that's trying to break
They
into my
are
country.
colonizers. They still
They can
countries.
stay
They
in their
still
country
history.
and use their history there, but if they come in,
You
Okay,
get
if they
what I'm
come in
where
my
do you
saying?
come
country,
from?
there's a
What
set
is
of
your history?
rules
Where
they
do your
need to
ancestors
follow.
came from to come
Wisconsin.
into the American United States?
My ancestors came from Wisconsin. I was born in Wisconsin. We're United States citizens.
That
And if
doesn't
you're
make
trying to
any
come in my
sense because
country,
you
there's
have
going to
a
be rules that
background.
you're going to follow.
So how you don't just come out of the United States, I mean, in Wisconsin, and be like, I'm bored. You have to have a history of it.
Yeah, my
Do you
history's
know
in
your history?
Wisconsin. Yeah, it's from
Okay,
Wisconsin.
do you know your history?
Yes.
Okay, so say it. Where'd you come from immigration? Because
I
we're
wasn't
all
immigrated.
immigrants. We're
I don't
all
think you're
immigrants.
understanding me. No,
You're
we're not.
understanding.
I'm
You're
not an
not
immigrant.
understanding.
How are
Because
you
we're
not
all
understanding I
immigrants.
am not
How
an
is it
immigrant?
that your ancestors came in the United States? Is what I'm asking you.
I was
You're
born in
not
Wisconsin.
native,
Maybe
dude.
he's indigenous. Are you indigenous?
Yes, I'm a native. I was an Indian born in the House of Titan. I'm native from Wisconsin.
Okay, what native?
Indian. Menominee tribe.
There's a lot of Indian native
Menominee.
cultures. Like I'm
From Menominee.
Aztecs. I'm Aztec. I can tell you, like I'm native
M-E-N-O-M-O-N-E.
Indian. I'm
Menominee.
Aztecs. So I'm asking you,
Cool.
where are you in Indian? Because you should know.
I was born in India in the House of Titan in the Menominee tribe near the
No.
Milwaukee
There's
area of
different
Wisconsin.
Indians. You can't just say Indian. There is a specific kind of Indian.
Well, I'm native. I
I'm
was born in
He's
Indian, but I'm
fucking with
asking
you.
Indian. I'm asking
He's
you
fucking
what
with you.
part.
He's not native. Hey, I have a question for you,
I'm
Mr.
from
Plow.
America, so I'm native. I'm from the United States.
No,
Native.
I have a
There's
question for
different kind of
you.
Indians.
I have a question for you,
Oh,
Mr. Plow.
dude.
Do
Yeah,
you
is it
think
gonna be an
that
actual
the
question?
protesters are attacked Christians, are attacking Christianity?
Are protesters attacking Christianity? Somebody's sleeping. By
Yeah,
the way.
like when Don Lemon got arrested, do you think they were attacking Christianity? How?
No, they're not attacking Christianity. They're disrupting a religious service, and they should be all sent to prison or be tried for it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's laws against these kind of things.
Yeah. Do you know that 90% of the people that ICE detained are Christian and they won't let them go to church? They're disrupting their religious services.
Are they here illegally? Yep, they got to go. Sorry.
They are detaining Christians, torturing Christians, killing Christians.
Damn.
Imprisoning Christians.
Oh,
they are
no.
attacking Christianity.
Oh my gosh. No, they're not. We're enforcing Title VIII immigration law. I don't
This
really
is
care
your
what
favorite word.
I don't care what
Braga.
magical religion you claim to be.
Illegally. That's your favorite word. You say it with so much passion. Illegally.
Yeah.
That's all you can say.
It's what the law states. I know you guys don't like it, but every illegal alien here is a
But don't make
criminal.
any sense because your answers came here
Legally?
illegally.
No, they
So
came here
you're going to go
legally.
ahead and go against what is going
No,
on in
my ancestors
2026,
came here
but you won't go
legally.
to get.
They are criminals, just like you are, because
they
you
came
had
here
a speeding
legally.
ticket or
like
you've
you're part of
jaywalked.
Indian, your Indian culture
You
like
guys
got
all
either
have the
raped
same
misdemeanor.
cult
or got
talking
fucked by
points.
some other
Jaywalking.
person
Where
that's
did you guys
outside of
learn the
this country.
jaywalking one? Is
And
that
they
some
made
TikTok?
you
You just
and your
spread it around
ancestors.
jaywalking. So no, my
NT, what are
my
you trying to
ancestors
say? What are
came
you
here
trying to get out
legally.
of him? What's your
I'm just
point?
trying to make him understand that like he needs to understand that like in the end of the day, he came from a different area. Like his ancestors like had to come here in some type of way.
Well,
And he cannot
how
say
far
like
back do I have to
immigration.
trace that ancestry?
United
Do I have
States
to trace it
was
back to
made
Northern
with
Africa?
immigration. You cannot sit there and talk about like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and dictate people and like go ahead and push people off and take them to their own countries or whatever.
Yeah,
but at the
they should
same time,
come here
like your
legally.
ancestors have something to do when it came to immigration. The United States was built with immigration.
Settlers. You're missing the whole point of settlers was the country was built on. But how far back in my
Well, you
ancestry
weren't
do
a
I have to go?
settler. You were here in time to be a settler.
NT, how far back in my ancestry do I have to go? Like you're only giving me like, I don't know, 4 or 5 generations here. Should I go to like 100 generations? How far back do I need to go to satisfy your argument?
The settlers
That I have
were
to
criminals
understand.
sent here by England to get rid of them. That's who our settlers were. Like they were the first people who came. If your family wasn't on the Mayflower, then they were criminals sent here to be slaves from England. England sent all their criminals here. That's
A
who
lot
you're
of them
proud
went to
to be.
Australia, actually.
Okay, but I'm talking about here. I'm talking about here. And they went to Australia because America said, stop sending these people here.
Right.
They're horrible. We can't take any more of them.
Yep.
And so there are a lot of bad people that came around that time. So I wouldn't be bragging about it. Also,
okay. I mean, what does this have to do with today?
What I was trying to
you
explain.
don't know enough. You
So
need
do we
to
not
learn
have
more.
Title VIII immigration laws in this country?
So what I was trying to explain about
We
the
do.
local
The
community-
answer is yes, we do.
and
Mr.
he's
Plow smart.
done.
Mr. Plow
I
is
was
so
trying to
right.
explain
Says
that
Jake.
my family
Love you,
came from
Jake.
Mexico, and we're
Cool.
part Indian, which is Aztecs. So we always been around United States.
No, you haven't.
Unfortunately, There are other people that came
Where
into
did
the
you come
United
from?
States,
Space
and a
originally?
lot of people have been raped within my country, and that's where we kind of like entwined with different other race.
So how did the
And
Aztecs
that's what
get
I'm
there?
trying to explain.
NT,
But
how did the Aztecs
my
get there?
culture, we have been here.
For
Aztecs
how
and the
long?
Indian, we're Indian Aztecs. We have
How
been
did you
here
get
in
there?
Mexico.
How did they get there?
We were here. We were brought up.
How did
We
they
were
get there
here. This is our
originally?
land.
How did they just form there? Did they just come out of the
No,
ground?
we were here. I don't know. Look up Aztecs, Indian,
And how did
and
they
that's
get there?
my people.
How did the Aztecs get there?
We were here. We lived here. We were in the United States. We're Indian people. We're part of
And
Indian
where did they
people
come from
in the
before
United
that?
States. In Mexico, which by the way, it
Right.
was not even part of Mexico. It's part of the United
And
States.
where did they come from before that?
Nowhere. We were here. We lived here. I don't think you understand. We lived here. Look it up. Aztecs.
They didn't just
Aztecs, we were
develop
here.
there.
We lived here.
So they just evolved there?
No, that's not true. The Aztecs,
Hold
actually, if you
on.
do the
Let me
Aztec history, that's actually not
50
true.
Tyson, 50
Thank
Tyson, please be
you.
quiet.
The Aztecs
Mr. Plow,
stumbled upon all the
Mr. Plow,
architecture
I'm
that they
gonna answer your
had.
question.
They were actually
I'm gonna answer your
savages who stumbled upon
I'm gonna answer your question. There were also the
more
closest
advanced
before that.
civilizations ruins.
20,000 years ago, what became the Aztecs and those indigenous who basically
No, the
created
Aztecs
these
weren't them. The
civilizations,
Aztecs
who
weren't there
created the
20,000 years ago. That's a lie.
who created the civilizations in North America.
The Aztecs weren't there 20,000 years ago. That's a lie.
Through the frozen
Anybody can look
bridge
this up.
across
The
from
Aztecs were the
Alaska,
most recent. And the
etc.
Aztecs sacrificed kids on top of pyramids.
Again, the
Yeah,
indigenous in North
The
America.
they
Aztecs
unalived a
sacrificed
lot
kids on
of
top of
people.
pyramids. The Aztecs cut out kids' hearts on top of pyramids
the
for
indigenous in North
rain.
America. The indigenous in North America.
So you
have
did the
been here
Aztecs a
at
favor. Well, you
least
did the people that surrounded the Aztecs a
The
favor.
indigenous of North America have been here at least 25 plus
Actually,
thousand years.
out of the thousands that invaded the Aztec capital, less than 1,000 were actually European. The rest were actually natives.
Does that answer your question? Because 50 Tyson seems to be kind of
No,
like
I
what,
think
your
50 Tyson
apprentice?
There are
might have just said
perimeters like
something that's
in
true.
Mexico
Is
that
50
have
Tyson your
of what
apprentice,
we
Mr.
built.
Out of the thousands of people that invaded the Aztec capital, less than 1,000 were actually Spanish, and there were close to 100,000 that were actually other natives that overthrew the Aztecs, and that's because the Aztecs were so savage. They would take these tribes' kids, and they would take them to the top of a pyramid and cut their hearts out for rain.
That's incorrect.
Ouch.
Why
No,
are you
that's actually
repeating
correct.
colonial?
That's actually
Why
correct.
are you
You can go
repeating
look that up.
colonial propaganda?
You can go look that up.
Why are you
Colonial
repeating colonial
These are the
propaganda.
stories told by the
white
surrounding
supremacist
tribes themselves.
propaganda? Are you okay?
These are the stories told
50
by the
Tyson,
natives. The
50 Tyson,
native
50
tribes
Tyson, are
said
you
this.
okay? Why are you
The
repeating
native tribes
colonial
told the Europeans this
propaganda?
when they came. They said,
Why are
please,
you repeating
they
colonial
said, please help
propaganda?
us.
It's
The
really,
Aztecs
really
take our
weird.
kids
It's
and they
really so
sacrifice
you're
them for
putting
rain.
the
It's
Spaniards.
insanity.
You're placing the Spaniards,
And then they used to play
They were
sports with the
Spain
heads
that
of
came
the
along
conquered
and did that to us,
tribes.
and then took over
over the
a
indigenous.
portion
The
of our
Aztecs
like
actually
our
didn't
land
fight to unalive
and
people. They
did a
actually
lot
fought to
towards
knock
us.
people out so that they could sacrifice them later in front of everybody. That's actually what they
Tyson,
did.
did your parents not teach you any manners to not overtalk?
I mean,
Stop.
did you not learn about the Aztecs in school?
Tyson, are you Christian?
What is that? Well, what does that have to do with anything? I thought we were talking about
They
Aztecs.
don't answer.
The Aztecs
They're
weren't Christian.
antichrist.
The
You're
Aztecs weren't
antichrist
Christian.
Christians. Don't
The
worry.
Aztecs
I'm
weren't
gonna help you
Christian.
guys.
They're
Mr.
fake
Plow and
Christians.
50
They're
Tyson
fake
are
Christians.
Well, what
antichrist
type of
Christians.
obfuscation is that? We're talking about the Aztecs. She asked me if I'm Christian.
Antichrist Christian. Please be
Are
quiet.
Christians
Alyssa wants to
We
sacrificing
were
speak.
people
talking
on
about
top of
Aztecs.
pyramids?
I will say
Are
this because I
Christians
just went to
sacrificing
Mexico and
people
I
on
learned
top of
all
pyramids
this
for rain?
stuff of what's going on or whatever. But yeah,
They
it's
are.
not supporting the Christian.
A thousand people in the ICE concentration camp in Florida.
That's not
are
sacrifice.
gone.
That's not a sacrifice,
1,000
idiot.
Mr. Plow,
1,000 people were sacrificed to the white supremacist
you all right?
administration. So congratulations,
I'm just listening
guys.
to
You're
this.
part of the.
Did you
Yeah, I know.
Google
Being educated.
if the
Really,
Nazis
really
were
interesting.
socialist yet?
Yeah, when you control the means of production, you're a socialist.
No,
Mr.
did you
Why do
Google
you
it?
Mr.
keep
Plow, just
repeating
Google.
that? Wait, hold on. No, hold on. My apologies. I'm gonna go back to work
It's
on this.
literally
So, Mr.
in their
Plow,
name,
you are
the
Mr.
National
Plow. I'm gonna tell
Socialist
you you're
Party.
technically correct. Mr.
Thank
Plow, I'm
you.
literally telling you you're technically correct. Socialism is when the workers own the means of production, not when the government does, and not when the Nazi government takes over the industries and gives it to the capitalist class. That is private
They
ownership. That is
created an
capitalism. And
industry.
if you do not understand that fascism is a political ideology, signs and co-signs with capitalism, then with all due respect, again, the CIA have done a fabulous job with your fucking mind.
What does
Holy
Nazi
shit, you
stand for? What does
people.
Nazi
Hold on.
mean?
See,
Nazis
hold on,
all
wait.
around.
Can I have a second, Mr. Plow? Here is what I hear every time you speak.
Love it.
That was cool. Thank you.
You don't do. You remind me of a cartoon character running in circles.
I know. It's hard when you're in an echo chamber to understand a guy like me, but maybe you'll get out of it someday. I hope.
You're not a guy. You talk like a boy.
You're monologuing.
You're a
Exactly.
follower.
I am monologuing. Yeah, okay.
You're a follower.
A follower of who? Follower of the truth?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Follower of the truth. You guys understand I only talk to Democrats.
Even your laugh.
No one said you're a follower, but
I only talk to Democrats on TikTok.
Whatever it is.
So how am I a follower? Like, if I was in a cult or an echo chamber, I would only talk to Republicans. But
No,
what I
I feel like
find
you're
is
a
when I come in these lives, it's
I
like
feel like you're a cult.
95% Democrats, and then you guys all pile on a Republican. And when I dominate you like I do, then you mute and block. That's just what happens every
No,
day
there's
here.
no dominating.
Oh,
Dominate
I am dominated tonight. I'm on my
Say your
game.
opinion.
I am
There's
on
no
my game. Mr.
dominating.
Plow is awesome.
Can I
Mr.
ask
Plow
Mr.
has
Plow and
plowed you
Tyson a
Democrats
question?
into
I
a
just have
corner,
to
into
say,
a
with
snow
this
berm.
conversation we're having, you're the only one person
I mean, I feel
that we have to go at.
at this
because
point, I feel
Of course, I'm a dominant Republican. Come
at
after
this
me.
point, I feel sorry for Mr. Plow's wife. It's like throwing a tic-tac down the hallway.
He don't have a wife. You can tell he don't have a wife. That's why he's calling his
I
name
got a
Mr.
wife
Plow.
and 3
Never
children.
plowed nothing.
And a
I
little
bet you
cute
he
doggy
has
named Cody
inverted
Black.
penis
Do-do-do-do.
Okay, so question.
You got a big house, too.
Do you think these undocumented immigrants are getting fair treatment and nice custody?
Who is that directed to? Tyson?
You and Tyson.
Let
You
Tyson
and
go.
Tyson.
Let Tyson go at it. I've had enough speaking.
Do you believe these
I should say
undocumented
interruption.
immigrants are getting fair treatment while in detention?
Well, I think they're getting as fair as treatment as they got under Obama, Bush, Biden, under all these presidents,
Okay,
under
so-
Trump, under every. Well, let me answer your question. Under all these presidents, there's been people who have unalived in ICE detention under every single one of these presidents. So, what are you asking? What's the barometer here? What's the
no? Can
what
I just
metric
say
are we
this,
using?
right?
By what standards? By what
why
standards?
Is it, no, can I
People
please
unalive
just
in
say
ICE
this?
detention
Oh
under
my
every
God.
president.
Let me.
All right, guys. That's enough. That's enough. My brain hurts. Enough for right now. We have to wake up tomorrow and take on the day, which is going to be fun. Because people like us actually get shit done during the day, unlike these idiots that just debate on TikTok and think they're going to change the world by saying, you should research more. We should research. Why aren't you read? Do you read? Are you anti-Christian? I love when they bring up the Christianity debate, like you're some ultimate Christian and whatever, you know. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my brain's fried. But I hope that was entertaining. We have a lot there, so I think I'm going to clip some of this up because this last one was rather long. Thought we were done, and then they invited me back, and they just wanted to keep poking at me and keep poking and over talking because, well, it's fun for them too. I'm sure that they can just, bully a conservative. But we don't back down. We know our facts. We know all of their talking points before they even bring them up because they all say the same thing, like, oh, illegal immigration is just like a jaywalking ticket. Like, yeah, wow. You sound like an idiot saying that, but okay. And then you all say that, which sounds stupid. So why don't we hit that subscribe button? Why don't we hit a like and maybe look for the donation link in the description? That would be really cool. Appreciate those that have donated. It helps me fund this channel, fund the entertainment that we're having, and it puts a little food in little Jimmy and little Billy and little Bobby's mouths because I got a lot of crumb crunchers to feed. What is our comment of the day? You guys aren't really doing the comment of the day, so I might drop this, but maybe we could revive the comment of the day. And the comment of the day is Ice Ice Baby. Let's all comment Ice Ice Baby. Leave a comment if you can. I know a lot of you listen to this, but comment Ice Ice Baby, and we will see ya.